So I'm just vibing, minding my own business, when suddenly, mysterious voice in my head starts talking like a game tutorial. Welcome to Global Bus Survival, lucky contestants. Excuse me, what? Apparently some entity called Heaven's Tao decided that everyone on Earth needed a fun little death game. The rules? Oh, they're lovely. Every morning at 7 a.m. the bus engine dies. You have 2 minutes to get off, or you're dead. The engine stays off for anywhere between a few seconds to half an hour. There's a monster chasing every bus from behind that starts moving 24 hours after we begin. And oh yeah, bus stops might have supplies or horrible things that want to kill us. Fun. Super fun. 5 stars on TripAdvisor. I look around and realize I'm sitting in the driver's seat of a beat-up bus. The dashboard looks like it was manufactured during the Stone Age. Crusty steering wheel, a speed display, a fuel gauge, and a key that hasn't been turned yet. Max speed? A blazing 20 kilometers per hour. My grandma's wheelchair goes faster than this thing. Then I look to my right and see Li Riao sitting in the passenger seat with her legs crossed like she's waiting for her latte at Starbucks. She's my childhood friend and class study monitor. Tall, beautiful, legs that go on forever, ponytail game immaculate. Chest department? Let's just say, still loading, buffering, work in progress. We stare at each other like two confused cats. Pitching, what is this? Where are we? Based on the announcement, I say, trying to sound smart. Our entire class got teleported here together because we count as an organization. This is some supernatural stuff way above human pay grade. Behind us, chaos erupts. Guys, wasn't I just in my dorm sleeping? Jessen, why are your pants half down? Pull them up. I was on the toilet, okay? I was midstream, and then boom, bus. Give me a break. Yeah. See, here's the thing about my situation. I study early childhood education at Shenzhen University, and through some cosmic joke, I am the only male student in my entire class. Every single other person is a girl. 42 people total. 41 women. 1 me. The survival novels I read on Tomato app yesterday had lone wolf protagonists fighting monsters in wastelands. I got assigned a bus full of college girls who are currently arguing about someone's pants situation. The bus interior is basic, 4 seats per row, 10 rows, everyone seated. There's even a tiny bathroom in the back. How thoughtful. At least we won't have a repeat of the Jessen incident. Little Luo Xiaoxua, our life committee member, barely 143 centimeters tall, wearing a JK uniform and looking like someone's escaped daughter, tugs at my attention. Class president. Class monitor. What's happening? Zhang Kiki, our sports and arts rep. Tan skin, curvy figure, short dress, about 160-something centimeters, chimes in. In all the survival novels I read, it's always solo or duo survival. Why are there so many of us? Because strength in numbers, dummy, another girl says. Oh, yeah, that makes sense actually. Then the system drops another announcement. Vote for a bus driver. Everyone thinks of a name in their head, majority wins. 3 seconds later, guess who gets elected? Me. The only dude. Obviously. The driver perks aren't bad though. I get full control of the bus, access to a vehicle upgrade panel, a trading market to deal with other bus drivers, doubled base stats so I don't pass out from exhaustion, better odds of getting a talent ability, the power to kick one person off the bus per day, and early warnings about upcoming bus stops. Not gonna lie, the kick one person per day thing feels like it was designed for reality TV drama. Class president, you have to carry us. This is survival. Luo Xiaoxua squeaks from her seat like a worried hamster. I'm rubbing my head, trying to process all this, when ding. Congratulations, driver Gu Pingxing. You have obtained S-rank talent. Daily sign in. Oh. Every day I get 2 to 5 reward options, and I pick one. Every day. For free. Day 1 options. Option 1. 100 bottles of 500 milliliters mineral water. Option 2. 2 barrels of 20-liter water. Let's see. 100 times 500 milliliters equals 50 liters. 2 barrels of 20 liters equals 40 liters. And individual bottles are way easier to hand out to 41 thirsty girls. I pick option 1 faster than a cat slapping a cucumber. The water appears in my personal inventory, a little game-style backpack with 10 slots, 100 items max per slot. Already got a free compressed biscuit and 1 extra water bottle in there too. Starter pack, I guess. Meanwhile, some of the girls behind me are suddenly looking excited. Seems like a few of them got talents too. So here I am. One guy, 41 girls. A broken bus doing 20 per hour. A monster somewhere behind us that's about to start jogging in our direction. And my only advantage is that every morning the universe hands me a mystery gift box. This is either going to be the greatest adventure of my life or the shortest. Probably both. Barely 5 seconds after the talent announcements begin, our class secretary Lin Chionan jumps up from her seat like she just won the lottery. Everyone, I got an S-rank talent, Divine Insight. I can analyze items and players, and sense nearby resources and danger. Hold on. Hold on. That's literally a protagonist-level ability straight out of every survival novel I've ever read. And we already have 2 S ranks on one bus? Lin Xiaonan, by the way, is the prettiest girl in our class. About 168 centimeters, long black hair down to her waist, delicate features, a sexy little beauty mark near her eye. And her proportions? Let's just say she makes the letter E look like it was invented specifically for her. She's currently wearing a black cheapao dress because apparently she was doing that when the teleportation hit. Meanwhile, the universe is over here just raining S-rank talents on my bus like candy. Before I can even announce my own talent, Li Ruiyao, Miss Long Legs in the passenger seat, goes. Mine is S-rank too. Super Constitution. My physical stats are 10 times a normal person's, and every future boost also gets multiplied by 10. 10 times? Girl, you could arm wrestle a truck. Someone asks what Constitution even means, and we discover there's a whole game panel. I open mine up and find my stats. Constitution, 24, normal adult male starts at 10, but I got the driver's 100% bonus, agility. 13, thanks, morning jogs, stamina. 11 mental power, 100 drops from. Scary stuff, hit 0 and your brain dies, which is just lovely. HP, 100% skills, none titles. None not bad for a guy whose main qualification is being class president and occasionally hitting the gym. I also notice my game panel has 2 extra features the girls don't get. A trading market and a bus panel. Driver perks, baby. Oh, and there's a chat channel. I peek inside and immediately regret it. It's basically the world's most chaotic group chat. 10 billion people got ice-guyed, and they're all typing at once. Some office worker. I was literally at my desk. Why am I on a bus with my coworkers? Some soldier. Our whole platoon is here. 35 guys. But they took all our weapons and guns. Thanks, heavens Dow. Some civil engineering major. Why did I choose this major? It's all sweaty dudes in here, and the bus reeks. Some finance major. My bus smells like perfume. Life is good. That last one? That's basically me. 41 girls in a small bus. The whole vehicle smells like a Bath and Body Works had a baby with a flower shop. After 4 years sitting between girls in every class, I'm honestly used to it. It's nice. I won't lie. It's nice. I share my daily sign-in talent with everyone. Then we do a full talent census. Little Luo Xiaoxua, the 143 centimeters hamster child in the JK uniform, got A-rank healing. She can patch people up if they're hurt. She raises her hand to announce this, and her hand doesn't even reach the top of my head. Adorable and useful. Zhang Kiki, the sporty tan girl, got B-rank gigantification. She can turn into a 3-meter giant. I'm sorry, what? The girl who was just complaining about survival novels can now become an Attack on Titan extra? Shin Tonger, our science committee member, got B-rank puppet crafting. She can build and control one puppet using materials, and it has the same physical stats as her. Creepy? Yes. Cool. Also yes. Final count. 3 S ranks, 1 A rank, 2 B ranks. Out of 42 people, the odds of getting any talent were 1 in 1,000. Statistically, we should have gotten 0. We got 6. And 3 of those are S rank. Either we're the luckiest bus on the planet, or the universe looked at one guy surrounded by 41 women and said, yeah, he's gonna need help. Interesting detail though, every single person who got a talent is a class officer. Me, president, Royao, study monitor, Chunan, secretary, Xiaoxue, life committee, Kiki, sports rep, Tonger, science rep. Coincidence? Maybe leadership positions boost talent odds across all organizations? Like military captains or company managers might have better chances too. Filing that theory away for later. Royale gives a little motivational speech. We have great talents, but this is still a cruel survival world. Don't let your guard down. Kiki slaps her shoulder, all buddy-buddy. Relax, monitor, we're not stupid, but I can already feel the vibes shifting. Zhang Qi's smile has a little jealousy sauce on it. She's a B rank looking at Riao's S rank like, why does the study monitor get the combat god talent, and I get to cosplay as the jolly green giant? And it's not just her. Whispers are already spreading. In a class of almost all girls, cliques form fast, and jealousy spreads even faster. Some girls are side-eyeing the talent holders. Others are side-eyeing the girls they already didn't like who happen to get talents. Great. Day 1, and we already have workplace politics on the apocalypse bus. I decide to stop thinking about interpersonal drama and start driving. I check the pedals, 2 of them, so it's automatic transmission. Thank God. I press the brake, turn the key, and the entire bus shakes like it's having a seizure. For a second, I genuinely think this rust bucket is going to die before the monster even catches us. But then I hit the gas, and we lurch forward onto a completely straight road. Desert on both sides. Flat yellow sand in every direction. Nothing else. The system confirms. The monster starts chasing in 24 hours. Quick math. If I drive 14 hours a day at 20 kilometers per hour, that's 280 kilometers. The monster starts at 10 kilometers per hour for 24 hours. That's 240 kilometers. So I gain about 40 kilometers of distance per day. That's manageable. For now. My bigger concern? My prostate. 14 hours of driving on what I can only describe as the world's worst office chair. My back is going to file a formal complaint. 2 hours of absolutely nothing later. Just sand, sand, more sand. And, hey, is that something? Nope, more sand. I'm starting to zone out. Driving a straight desert highway at 20 kilometers per hour is basically a sleep simulator. Then the system pings me. Driver Gu Pingsheng, your next stop is Peace Convenience Store. Peace Convenience Store? Yeah, I'm not buying it. In a survival death game, nothing named Peace is actually peaceful. That's like a horror movie town called Sunny Haven. Everyone there is definitely dead. I slam the brakes and shift to neutral. Royale looks worried. What's wrong? First bus stop coming up. It's called Peace Convenience Store. I need to ask Chunan to scan it. I head back to Lin Chunan, and she gives me a confident okay sign, closes her eyes, activates divine insight, opens her eyes, and she looks scared. Chunan? What is it? Royale asks the question everyone's thinking. And suddenly, I'm really not looking forward to this convenience store visit. Lin Xunan opens her eyes, and she looks like she just watched a horror movie trailer starring herself. There's danger at the station. There are zombies. 2 of them, hiding inside the convenience store. And if they scratch you, you get infected with a zombie virus. The bus goes silent for exactly 1 second. Then explodes. Zombies? Like the movie kind? The biting, virus-spreading kind? That can't be real. It's not scientific. Jessen, are you stupid? We all got teleported onto a magic bus. You think science is still running the show here? Fair point. I take a deep breath and address the class. Look, I know it's scary, but we need those supplies. There's food, water, and iron in that store. We have 42 mouths to feed. We can't just drive past it. And that's when Huang Ting opens her mouth. Huang Ting, average-looking, freckles, bottom of the class in grades, skips more lectures than she attends. She hates me because back at university, when professors made me do roll call, I couldn't exactly hide the fact that she wasn't there. What was I supposed to do? The teacher literally hands me the class list and says, read every name. I'm not going to commit career suicide as class president just so she can skip intro to child psychology for the 15th time. So anyway, Huang Ting points her finger right at my nose and goes, why don't you go deal with the zombies, Gu Pingsheng? You're the man here. Aren't men supposed to protect women? I'm sorry, did she just pull the gender card in a zombie apocalypse? There's 1 man on this bus. 1. And her plan is, send the 1 guy alone against 2 zombies. Brilliant survival strategy, really. Top-tier thinking from someone who couldn't even survive attendance. Before I can say anything, Li Ruiyao snaps. She whips around, points right back at Huang Ting's face, and goes, are you trying to get him killed? You want him to fight 2 zombies alone. Well, what? You want us weak girls to go? Easy for you to say, Miss S-rank talent. Royale doesn't even blink. Yes, I will go. I have a talent. This is a group survival situation. I'm not sitting around being useless, with 10 times the physical stats of a normal person. Royale probably feels like she could punch a cow to death right now. And honestly, she probably could. Zhang Kiki stands up, eyes steady. I'll go too. I have a talent, might as well use it. I'm not the type to sit back and enjoy what others risk their lives for. That last part was aimed directly at Huang Ting's face like a passive-aggressive missile. Beautiful shot. 10 out of 10. Then little Luo Xiaoxua bounces up and slaps my shoulder. Well, more like slaps my lower back, because that's as high as she can reach. Count me in, class president. If anyone gets bitten, maybe my healing can fix it. Huang Ting's face twists like she bit into a lemon stuffed inside another lemon. Fine. You all go then. I'll come down when there's no danger. A few girls near Huang Ting silently nod along. Same energy, they're not going down either. But at least they have the decency not to demand that I solo 2 zombies like some expendable video game NPC. I step in before things get uglier. Here's the deal. I'm the class president and the bus driver. I'll go first. Anyone who's too scared to go down can stay on the bus. No judgment. But the people who go down get first pick of supplies. Once we've filled our inventories, the rest of you can come grab whatever's left. Fair. Royale backs me up immediately. He's right. We have 42 people, and everyone has 10 inventory slots that hold 100 items each. There might not even be enough for everyone. Huang Ting wants to argue, but can't. The majority is already nodding. One by one, volunteers stand up. Besides me, Royale, Kiki, and Xiaoxua, we get the Secretary Qianan and 4 other brave girls. 9 people total. But I stop Lin Qianan. Qianan, you should stay. You already contributed the intel. Your divine insight talent is our most valuable intelligence source. If something happens to you, we lose our ability to scan future stations. Stay safe. She hesitates for a moment, then sits back down with visible relief. Then I'm counting on you, Gu Pingxing. She wanted to be brave. She stood up because she felt responsible as a class officer. But deep down she was terrified of getting bitten. My excuse gave her the perfect out, and nobody complained because her intel really is irreplaceable. So, 8 people heading into zombie territory. I drive us the rest of the way. Soon, a sign appears up ahead, and there it is, a small raised platform on the side of the road with a dingy little building. A sign reads, Peace Convenience Store, in big characters, as if the word, peace, is going to make me forget about the 2 undead monsters waiting inside. The bus stops. System announcement confirms this is a normal station, which means there are abnormal stations later. Can't wait for those. Really. So excited. All right, everyone. Let's go. Royale steps up next to me, dead serious. Pingsheng, I'll protect you, my childhood friend. Same middle school. Same high school. Now same apocalypse bus. Of all the girls on this bus, she's the closest to me, and she's the first to have my back every single time. I press the door button. The side door hisses open. I swallow hard. Am I scared? Of course I'm scared. I'm a college student who was reading web novels on his phone 12 hours ago. Now I'm about to walk into a zombie-infested convenience store in the middle of a desert. But somebody's got to go first. I step off the bus. Wind hits me immediately. Hot, sandy wind that blows grit straight into my eyes. Behind me, the worried faces of the girls still on the bus stare through the windows. And somewhere in the back, Huang Ting is glaring at all of us with pure hatred. Stupid class officers showing off. They just got lucky with talents. Honestly, I hope you all die in there with the zombies. Yeah, she actually whispered that. Day 1 of survival, and the biggest threat on my bus isn't the zombies. It's the girl in the back row who wants me dead more than they do. The convenience store is right there. Small, shabby, 1 sign. 2 zombies inside. 0 weapons on our side. I'm about to take the lead when Royale blocks me with her arm like a mom stopping a kid at a crosswalk. I'll go first. My constitution is 90 points. I'm the strongest here. 90? Wait, so her base stat was 9, times 10 from her talent. Okay, math checks out. Girl is basically a walking tank in a ponytail. But before we can argue about formation, a quiet girl steps forward. Lu Xiaofeng. About 160 centimeters, pretty face, single eyelids. Usually barely says 2 words in class. Right now she's shaking, but her eyes are dead serious. Let me go first. Everyone stares. Class president, study monitor, You both have S-rank talents. If you get bitten, the whole class loses its best players. Xiao Xue's healing might not even work on zombie virus. So let me be the one in front. If I die, please take care of my twin sister. She has a twin. Lu Xiaoying, who's back on the bus right now because Xiaofeng physically held her back from volunteering. My heart sinks. She's basically saying, I'll be the human shield. And the worst part? She's right. Strategically, sacrificing an S-rank talent holder to test whether zombies are dangerous would be monumentally stupid. But asking someone else to take that risk instead. Okay. Thank you, Lu Xiaofeng. I say it as seriously as I can, but inside I feel like garbage. If today's sign-in reward had been a weapon instead of water bottles, this wouldn't be necessary. We try being smart first. Xiaofeng bangs on the door. I stomp my feet on the platform. We make every noise we can think of, trying to lure the zombies outside where we have room. Nothing. Dead silence from inside. These zombies are apparently the patient kind. They won't come out until dinner walks in. Great. Smart zombies. My favorite. No other choice. Xiaofeng takes a deep breath and steps through the door. I follow right behind with Ruiyao, then Kiki, Xiao Xue, and the rest. Inside, it looks like a regular convenience store. Iron shelves stacked with snacks, bread, instant noodles, spicy strips, chips. A counter with no one behind it. A single yellow light bulb glowing overhead. Almost cozy. Almost. The second Xiaofeng crosses the threshold. Gragh. Two rotting nightmares explode from behind the shelves, sending products flying everywhere. Their eyes are white and rolled back, mouths hanging open with thick drool oozing out, skin peeling off in chunks. The smell hits me like a truck, rotten meat and death. They go straight for Xiaofeng. She doesn't even have time to turn around before both zombies tackle her to the ground. AHHH. Her scream freezes my blood. For one horrible second, my brain just stops, goes completely white. Every single one of us locks up. Then something snaps inside me. Go? Everyone. Kill these things. Ruiyao reacts like a missile. She swings her leg at the first zombie's head and, I am not exaggerating, the entire skull pops like a rotten watermelon. One kick. 90 constitution points worth of fury compressed into one beautiful roundhouse. The zombie's head just ceases to exist. I don't have time to be amazed. I rush the second zombie and kick at its neck as hard as I can. My 24 constitution isn't Royale level, but it connects. Zhang Kiki activates gigantification. Her body shoots up from 160 centimeters to nearly 3 meters. She boots the second zombie off Xiaofeng like she's punting a football, then grabs a shelf and slams it down on the zombie's lower body. The shelf pins it to the floor, and the zombie starts thrashing and twitching. But it's not dead yet. So we do what any rational group of terrified college students would do. We stomp it. Me, Kiki for other girls. All of us just stomping on this zombie's head, ribs, everything. It's disgusting. It's primal. It's like the world's worst grape-crushing festival. Finally, it stops moving. Everyone's gasping for air. My heart is trying to escape through my throat. I rush to Xiaofeng and pull her up. She's barely breathing, face white as paper. I prop her head on my legs to keep it elevated. Let me through. Xiaoxue drops to her knees and places both hands on Xiaofeng. A warm green glow envelopes the injured girl's body. Class president. Am I going to die? Xiaofeng's voice is barely a whisper. Don't be ridiculous. Xiaoxue's talent is A rank. You'll be fine. I'm saying this with way more confidence than I actually feel. The other girls are watching with grim faces. Even Ruiyao looks pained. She knows that if SHE had been in front, with her crazy stats, she might not have reacted in time either. Those zombies were hiding in the dark specifically to ambush whoever walked in first. It was a trap, pure and simple. Then Xiaofeng drops a bomb. Class president. I always wanted to tell you. I like you. I'm sorry, what? My brain crashes harder than a Windows 98 computer. She just confessed? Now, while bleeding on the floor of a zombie convenience store, with her head on my lap, the girls around us freeze. Royale bites her lip. The air becomes so awkward that even the dead zombies would cringe if they could. Thank you for your feelings, Xiaofeng. That's all I can manage. But suddenly a lot of things make sense. Why she was always sitting near me in class, always at the desk beside mine or right behind me. I thought it was coincidence. Turns out she'd been running a whole stealth operation. Xiaofang smiles peacefully, closes her eyes, and relaxes against my legs. In her mind, she's confessed to the boy she likes, no regrets, and now she can die in his arms. It's poetic. It's beautiful. The treatment should be done by now. Why isn't Xiaofang waking up? Xiaoxua tilts her head, confused. Because Xiaofang is not dying. The green glow faded a while ago. The zombie virus? Gone. The bite wounds? Closed. The scratches? Healed. She's basically fine. She's been fine for at least 30 seconds. She's just lying there with her eyes closed pretending to be unconscious because she realized her dramatic deathbed confession just became the most embarrassing moment of her entire life. I can practically hear her internal screaming. Xiaofang's eyes reluctantly crack open. Her face is redder than a tomato that's embarrassed about being a tomato. Let me help you up. I act like absolutely nothing happened. This is the kindest thing I can do. I pull her to her feet and immediately pivot to logistics. All right, everyone, grab supplies. There's plenty of stock in here. Prioritize water, then high-energy foods, bread, cake, Snickers bars, anything calorie-dense. Move it. Behind me, Lu Xiaofang's face could heat a small apartment for the entire winter. Somewhere in the afterlife, those two zombies are probably laughing at us. Everyone snaps out of their zombie-fighting stupor and starts grabbing supplies like it's Black Friday at Costco. Xiaofang runs off with a face so red you could fry an egg on it. Her hands are literally trembling while picking up bread. Poor girl is having a complete internal meltdown. She went from, I'll sacrifice myself for the team, to, I confessed my love and then didn't die, in about 45 seconds. I think she's genuinely considering whether death would have been less embarrassing. I catch Ruyao giving Xiaofang a long, unreadable look. What's that about? Kiki and Xiaoxua exchange glances like two aunties who just witnessed premium gossip. Everyone in class knows me and Ruyao are the classic, class president study monitor, duo. We're not dating, but that hasn't stopped the girls from shipping us like we're a drama couple. And now there's a love confession thrown into the mix? Popcorn. They're mentally eating popcorn. Whatever. I have priorities. And priority number 1 is water. I sprint to the drink fridges. There are 5 double-door refrigerators packed with about 200 bottles each. I start snatching water like my life depends on it, because it literally does. Here's what I managed to stuff into my inventory. 200 bottles of 500 milliliters Ebao water, 100 bottles of 500 milliliters Nongfu Spring, 100 bottles of Coke, 30 bottles of 1.5 liter Coke, 100 bottles of Sprite, 100 bottles of iced tea, 56 bottles of 2-liter Nongfu Spring. That's 8 slots gone. Each slot holds one type of item, max 100 units. The bigger bottles don't fill a full slot number-wise, but per liter they're way more valuable. I toss my starter compressed biscuit into my actual pocket to free up a slot. 2 slots left. Time for food. Slot 9, 100 cups of instant beef noodles. I tried to see if I could store whole boxes as single units. One slot holding 100 boxes would be insane. But nope, the system counts individual noodle cups. Makes sense. Otherwise, I'd just shove all 5 fridges into one slot and call it a day. Slot 10. I need something with real survival value. I scan the shelves. Traditional bread? Too bulky, not enough quantity. Spicy strips? High in number, but tiny portions. Chips? Terrible calorie to satisfaction ratio. Then I spot them. Canned fish. Rows and rows of classic Ganju brand black bean days, cans tucked in a corner shelf. Long shelf life. Tastes good. Protein rich. A bit salty on its own, but salt is basically currency in survival situations. 100 cans. Done. There are still more cans left though, so I look around to direct someone else to grab them. That's when I see Luo Xiaoxua. This 143 centimeters gremlin child is hunched over a shelf, stuffing individual snack-sized bags of chips into her inventory with the focus of a squirrel preparing for nuclear winter. She keeps looking left and right like someone's going to steal her precious potato chips. Xiaoxua, she flinches like I caught her committing a crime. Class president, don't take my chips. I'm not. Just come grab these cans. They have actual nutrition. No. I like chips. She crosses her arms. 14 words. Conversation over. The healer of our group, our most medically important team member, is using her once-in-a-lifetime first-pick looting privilege to hoard. Snack-size lays. I'll take the cans. Jean Kiki charges over. Royale follows and grabs the spam cans. Fine. I give up on the chip goblin. She has healing powers. We can't let her starve. If she wants to eat chips until the apocalypse ends, that's between her and her arteries. Oh, and then Huang Ting tries to sneak in. She literally creeps through the door like a cartoon burglar. Kiki spots her instantly and grabs her arm. The deal was first team fills up, then you get your turn. Get out. There's so much stuff in here. Why can't I just take a little? I give her my coldest stare. Leave. Now, Royale physically shoves her back outside. Get out. Huang Ting shoots us all a look of pure venom and stomps back to the bus, where the other girls who stayed behind watch her like she's a circus act. Even they think she's embarrassing, and they also didn't come down. But at least they respected the agreement. Once we're done, everyone's inventory is full, and we're carrying armloads of extra stuff that didn't fit. My arms, 3 cases of old-fashioned bread, 2 bags of salt, 3 bags of sugar. My pockets, lighters and several packs of Chunghwa cigarettes from behind the counter. Because even in the apocalypse, premium smokes might be excellent trade currency. Royale, arms full of extra cans, pockets bulging suspiciously with unknown items. Kiki, Snickers bars literally stuffed into her bra because she ran out of pocket space. Improvise. Adapt. Overcome. Xiaofang, carrying 2 3-liter water jugs, with 2 bottles of soda hidden in her hoodie hood. Smart girl. And Xiaoxue. Xiaoxue is carrying handfuls of mini chip bags, crispy noodle snacks, and corn puffs. Every girl on the team stares at her. This girl had first pick of an entire convenience store in a survival apocalypse, and she chose to become a walking vending machine of junk food. Incredible. Legendary, even. I call the remaining girls off the bus to grab what's left. The fridges are cleaned out, but there's still tons of snacks. Huang Ting practically launches herself off the bus and sprints inside. The other girls follow in a stampede. Back on the bus, I stack my extra supplies around the driver's seat. Royale tries to put her overflow near my dashboard since the door is on her side, and there's no room. Hey Royale, what supplies did you pick? I'm curious. She spent a while in the bread and cake section. Oomph. She turns her head away. She's mad at me? Why is she mad at me? What did I owe? Oh, is this about Lu Xiaofang's confession? Is Royale upset because a girl confessed to me while lying on my lap, and I said, "Thank you for your feelings"? Are you kidding me? We just fought zombies, looted a convenience store, and witnessed the most embarrassing deathbed confession in human history. And now we're doing the jealousy arc? Day 1. Hour 3. And I already have love triangle drama on the apocalypse bus. The zombies were easier to deal with. So, you seemed pretty happy when Xiaofang confessed to you. Royale is staring at me with those intense eyes, and her voice is quieter than usual. Dangerously quiet. What? I wasn't happy. I was confused. I barely even talk to her normally. I sneak a glance at Xiaofang in the second row. She's still in full system error mode. The moment she feels my eyes on her, she ducks her head so fast I'm surprised her neck doesn't snap. Her whole body does a little shiver. That girl is not recovering from this anytime soon. So you had no idea she liked you? Royale's mood lifts slightly. Zero idea. Humph. Good. Then my brain does the thing it should not do. Wait. Why do you even care? She didn't confess to you. Royale's face goes through 5 emotions in 1 second. Who said I care? Go away. SHO. Her mood that had just improved? Gone. Nuked from orbit. Oh, okay then. I swear I can hear her grinding her teeth. But then she takes a breath and seems to argue with herself internally. I can almost see the thought bubble above her head. 41 girls. 1 guy? This is not the time to play hard to get, Royale. Get it together. She shakes her head and pivots to business. I grab 5 slots of bread, 2 slots of canned food, 1 slot of instant noodles, 1 slot of self-heating rice, and 1 slot of pork jerky. Can I trade you for some water later? Of course. I went heavy on drinks. You went heavy on food. We complement each other perfectly. Royale and I go way back. My parents have been overseas for work since middle school, so her aunt, Lindsay, basically raised me. I owe Royale's family a lot. She's honestly the person I'm closest to in the world, which is probably why she's upset about the confession thing. But my straight male brain is choosing to file that under mysteries of the universe and move on. Then Lin Xiaonan comes over with intel. Class president, those iron shelving racks in the store? My divine insight says they're made of normal-grade iron ingots. We should disassemble them. Iron ingots? I pull up my bus panel and my eyes nearly pop out. The bus can be upgraded. Level 1 right now, and to reach level 2 I need 100 wood, 20 leather, 10 iron ingots, and 1 energy core. Level 2 rewards? Speed doubles to 40 kilometers per hour. Durability doubles. Defense goes up. We get a random blueprint and a new feature. That's massive. Right now we're crawling at 20 kilometers per hour with a monster that'll eventually be faster than us. Doubling our speed is literally life or death. The bus also has a disassemble function, break big objects into raw materials. I check. The zombies were normal low-grade quality. The shelves are also normal grade. Everything has a quality tier in this world. Good to know. Once the girls finish looting, Royale and I go back for the shelves. I grab one rack with both arms, and it takes everything I have, and I'm at 24 constitution with the driver bonus. Royale picks one up with one hand and puts it on her shoulder like it's a yoga mat. The disrespect. The humiliation. I'm flexing with both arms like a constipated crab, and she's casually one-arming it like a grocery bag. 10 times constitution is absurd. Some girls see us hauling metal and come help. Xiaofang and her twin Xiaoying both show up. A few other volunteers too. I try to stop Xiaoxue from coming because her constitution is 3 points. A stiff breeze could knock her over. She'd hurt herself trying to lift a shelf. After disassembling everything, we get 210 iron ingots. 10 go into the upgrade panel. 200 left over. That's 2 inventory slots worth. Anyone have 2 empty slots? I need someone to hold 200 iron ingots. I'll pay 2 bottles of water for the service. Several girls perk up. Chuntonger, the puppet girl, opens her mouth to volunteer, but before she can speak, Xiaofang slaps her twin sister's butt. Xiaoying gets the message instantly. She shuffles over to me, blushing, not making eye contact, and whispers, I have 2 empty slots. You can give the ingots to me. Thanks, Xiaoying. And no need to thank me. It's what I should do. She takes the ingots. I hand her 2 water bottles, and she scurries back to her seat with a face as red as her sister's was earlier. Hold on. Xiaoying looks almost identical to Xiaofang. Same face. Same shy energy. Same blushing. Does Xiaoying also like me? No. No. Stop it, brain. She's probably just naturally shy. Lots of people are. I'm not going to become the kind of delusional guy who thinks every girl who blushes near him is in love. That's embarrassing. What am I going to do? Ask her in front of everyone. Hey, do you have a crush on me too? Or? Cringe. Moving on. I open the trading market, a driver-exclusive feature where I can trade with other bus drivers in our zone. Zone 6 has roughly 2,000 to 3,000 buses, so there should be plenty of potential trades. I post 3 wanted ads, normal grade wood, leather, and energy cores, offering iron ingots, food, or water in exchange. Then I sit back and wait for responses. Meanwhile, I notice the chat from the girls who went in second to loot. There's not a single bottle of water left. Those class officers took everything good. Ugh, I should have just gone down with them. It was only 2 zombies. I'm so stupid. Guess we'll have to trade snacks for water later. Don't even get me started. I stepped in zombie blood. It's on my shoes. I want to die. I hear the complaints, but honestly, I was completely fair. First team gets first pick. That was the deal everyone agreed to. If Huang Ting type people are still mad, that's a them problem. I learned a long time ago that being class president means you can make most people happy, but never all people. Door closed. Everyone seated. It's 11 a.m. Bus moving. Behind me, the symphony of snack wrappers begins. Ripping, crinkling, crunching, 41 girls all eating at once. The bus fills with the smell of bread, chips, instant noodles, and whatever mystery items are in Keek's bra. My stomach growls. I've been so busy being a leader, zombie fighter, and accidental heartthrob that I forgot to eat. Royale stands up and walks over. Pingsheng, do you need help? I was about to stop the bus to eat, but wait. Is she offering to feed me while I drive? Look, I'm not blind. I know Royale has feelings for me. We basically grew up together. My parents are always overseas, so her Aunt Lindsay raised me since middle school. We've been inseparable for years. But that's exactly the problem. She's too close. Like, hey, it's complicated. Doing anything romantic feels like I'd be committing some kind of crime against our entire shared history. Still, I can't exactly refuse when she offers to feed me while I drive. That would be rude and wasteful. And I'm starving. I pull out a self-heating rice meal, a fish can, and a Coke, keeping one hand on the wheel. Royale and I do a quick trade. 3 bottles of my water for 5 of her self-heating rice packs. Isn't 5 too many? I ask. Water is worth more than food. Just take it. I'm not going to owe you. She's right, but 5 self-heating rice meals? Those are basically gold in this world. Hot rice that you just add water to? I'll pay her back later when I get something good from sign-in. Then the feeding begins. Royale waits for the rice to heat up, steam rising, actual rice smell filling the bus. Then carefully spoons rice into my mouth. Then a piece of fish. Then tips the Coke to my lips. She's being super gentle about it, making sure nothing spills. Her face is getting progressively pinker. It's nice. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, look at the study monitor feeding the class president. How sweet. That's Luo Xiaoxua, sitting in the front row, swinging her little legs that don't reach the floor, eating chips one at a time and licking her fingers between each one, while commentating on my love life like a sports announcer. The girls in the first 2 rows immediately join in. They sit together in class, and now she's feeding him? Come on, look at her face. She's completely red. Honestly, the study monitor looks like his MOM right now. Royale panics. He's driving. He can't eat by himself. I'm just being practical. Xiaoxua tilts her little head. Then, why not just stop the bus? Dead silence. Because yeah, I could just stop the bus. We both know I could just stop the bus. Royale's toes are literally curling inside her shoes from embarrassment. I can tell because she's doing that thing where she shifts her weight and stares at the floor. But she's already committed. The rice is hot. I'm eating. She decides to jest. Power through. Keep feeding me. Pretend the logic still makes sense. And I don't stop her because, well, the rice is really good. Behind us, Xiaofang is watching this entire scene, and her heart is visibly shattering like a dropped phone screen. She also grabbed self-heating rice. She could have offered to feed me first. But her courage tank ran completely dry after the confession incident. She opens her rice pack quietly and shares it with her twin. Xiaoying, we have small stomachs. Let's split one to save food. Thanks, sis. What neither of them notices is the girl sitting behind them. A bigger, rougher-looking girl named Li Zhan, gnawing on a dry bread roll while staring at the twins' steaming rice with pure jealousy. Li Zhan slams her hand on Xiaofang's shoulder. Xiaofang, lend me a rice meal. Lend. Right. I learned very quickly that Li Zhan is Xiaofang's roommate back at university, and lend is Li Zhan's favorite word for, give me your stuff and I will never pay you back. She's been bullying the twins for their entire college life. Using their shampoo, their tissues, their body wash, borrowing money in amounts from dozens to hundreds of yuan, never returning a single cent. The total is in the thousands now. She even smokes in the dorm and blows smoke rings in their faces. But today, Xiaofang stared death in the eye, confessed her love on what she thought was her deathbed, and survived to be embarrassed about it. She has reached a new emotional level. A girl who faced zombies for the boy she likes is not going to fold for a bully. No, Li Zhen's jaw drops. What did you say? I said no. I'm not lending you anything. Don't talk to me anymore. Half the bus turns to look. Li Zhen's face goes purple with humiliation. You little, I'll tear your face OFF. She grabs Xiaofang's hair. Don't touch my sister. Xiaoying lunges in, scratching at Li Zhen. I slam the brakes. The bus screeches to a halt. Royale puts down the rice, her expression turning ice cold. She had no idea bullying was happening in our class. Neither did I. As class president and study monitor, we thought there were cliques and small drama. Sure, but actual bullying? In college? I stand up from the driver's seat. Walk to the back. My face must look pretty scary because the entire bus goes quiet. This doesn't concern you, Gu Pingsheng. She owes me money and she won't pay. You're the one who owes US money. Xiaofang screams back, rubbing her scalp. Slap. I hit Li Zhen across the face. Hard. 24 constitution points of open palm. Her cheek swells up immediately. She stares at me in absolute shock. You actually hit me? Hit me again if you dare. Slap. 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 3 more. The bus is dead silent. Several girls are staring with expressions that can only be described as satisfied customer. Turns out Li Zhen has been bullying other girls too. Half the bus is silently celebrating. Royale stands beside me, looking at Li Zhen like she's examining something stuck to the bottom of her shoe. That's 4, I say. Want to keep counting? Li Jun is trembling now. Why? Why are you defending these two country bumpkins? They're my classmates. And they're my passengers. I let that word hang in the air. 2 rules from now on. Rule 1. Nobody hurts another classmate. Rule 2. Everything is fair. No stealing, no bullying, no taking anyone's supplies by force. You want something? Go get it yourself at a station or trade for it with equal value. If I catch anyone breaking these rules, then what? Li Jun lifts her chin, trying to look tough. But her hands are shaking. Then I use my driver privilege to kick you off the bus. Into the desert. With the monster behind us. Want to test if I'm bluffing? Touch one more hair on her head. My voice is cold. Genuinely cold. Not acting. Li Jun meets my eyes, and whatever she sees in there makes the last bit of defiance drain out of her face. I understand. Apologize. Now, a few agonizing seconds pass. I'm sorry, Lu Xiaofeng. I shouldn't have tried to take your food. I forgive you. But you're never bullying me or my sister again. Xiaofeng looks relieved. Then she turns and looks at me with eyes that are just glowing. Like I'm a knight who just slayed a dragon for her. Oh no. I made direct eye contact by accident. The intensity of her gaze is like staring into the sun. I look away immediately, because I just realized something terrible. I slapped her bully 4 times, defended her honor in front of the entire class, and declared her under my personal protection. She was already in love with me from the confession. Now, I basically just poured rocket fuel on the fire. This girl is going to be following me around like a baby duck for the rest of the apocalypse, isn't she? I go back to the driver's seat. Royale resumes feeding me rice. Nobody teases us this time. Lunch is done. The bus rolls on through endless desert. Royale keeps me company so I don't fall asleep at the wheel, and most of the girls are napping or whispering to each other. Peaceful. Then my trading market lights up. First customer, a driver named Huang Xiaoya. Huang Xiaoya, hi. I have normal grade wood. Looking for water or iron ingots. Me. 1 bottle of 500 milliliters water or 1 iron ingot for 10 wood. Huang Xiaoya. That expensive. Me. Check the upgrade panel. 100 wood and 10 iron ingots are the same tier requirement. Math doesn't lie. Huang Xiaoya. I'm a female college student. Can I get a discount? Me. You could be a farm animal, and I still wouldn't discount. I have an entire bus of female college students. That card does not work on me. I am immune. Vaccinated. Antibodies at maximum. Huang Xiaoya. We settle on 120 wood for 8 water bottles and 4 iron ingots. She tells me she got 700 wood from opening a treasure chest. Sounds like a lot, but it's actually barely enough to trade for 1 day's food and water for a whole bus. Different buses are getting different starting situations. More traders trickle in throughout the afternoon. Apparently half the drivers in Zone 6 are starving because not everyone got a convenience store stop. My water supply becomes hot currency. I trade for leather, more wood, and slowly check off the upgrade requirements. Everything except the energy core. The energy core is the unicorn. I post request after request. Nothing. Hours pass. Finally, around 4 p.m., someone bites. Li Ming. Bro, I've got an energy core. What's your offer? Me. Name your price. Li Ming. 300 bottles of 500 milliliters water. Or 500 food items. 300 bottles? Is this man selling a crystal ball or a house? Me. Are you joking? Li Ming. I checked the whole zone's posts. I'm the only one selling an energy core. Supply and demand, baby. Oh, so we're doing Econ 101 in the apocalypse. Cool. But here's what Mr. Economics doesn't realize. Just because nobody else is selling doesn't mean nobody else has won. Most buses that found an energy core are keeping it for their own upgrade. And this item can't be super rare. If every bus needs it to upgrade, and upgrading is the only way to outrun the monster, then making it impossible to find would mean everyone dies. That's not a game. That's just mass murder with extra steps. So I call his bluff and walk away. He comes back. I lowball. He counters. I lowball harder. This goes on for 30 minutes. Final price, 30 bottles of water. From 300 to 30. A 90% discount. I am the king of negotiation. Somebody give me a business degree. Ping Sheng, you seriously talked him down from 300 to 30. Royale looks at me like I just performed a magic trick. 30 still hurts, but upgrading the bus is worth more than 30 bottles in the long run. And I knew he'd cave. The item isn't as rare as he pretended. In my hand, the energy core looks like a crystal. The system description literally says, "You cannot not need this, double negative and everything." Very ominous. Before I upgrade though, I stand up and face the class. Everyone, I'm about to upgrade the bus. This bus belongs to all of us. So I need everyone to contribute one item, one bottle of water, one snack, anything. The rule stays the same. Fairness. These pooled supplies will also help with future trades and upgrades. Royale backs me up. The bus is everyone's. It shouldn't cost only the class president to upgrade it. The class officers contribute immediately. Other girls follow. Huang Ting's group goes last, practically grinding their teeth. But one look from Riao's death glare eyes, and they hand over their items. Honestly, this taxation system is genius. Every upgrade, I collect one item from everyone. It keeps the supply flowing and motivates everyone to actually get supplies at future stations. Nobody can freeload forever. I hit upgrade. The entire bus starts shaking. Girls scream. Some grab their seats. It feels like an earthquake, and then the bus grows. The interior stretches wider and longer. The cramped 10-meter sardine can become an actual livable space. Seats spread apart. 8 new seats appear in the back, bringing the total to 50. The ceiling feels higher. Everything just leveled up. WHOA, the bus got bigger. The seats aren't crushing my legs anymore. This is actually comfortable now. But the real prizes come from the upgrade rewards. First, speed doubles from 20 to 40 kilometers per hour. That's huge. The monster starts at 10 kilometers per hour and will get faster. Every kilometer per hour matters. Second, durability doubles to 20. Third, defense increases. Fourth, I get a blueprint, large water condenser. A machine that pulls moisture from the air and makes 20 liters of pure water per day. 20 liters. With 42 people drinking minimum 500 milliliters each, that's about exactly enough to keep everyone alive at bare minimum. Not comfortable, not happy, but alive. It needs 100 stone, 100 iron ingots, and another energy core to build. Of course it needs another energy core. Everything needs energy cores. They're basically the diamonds of this world. Still, once I build this thing, our water crisis is basically solved at survival level. 3 of these would cover comfortable living. One problem at a time. Fifth, new feature unlocked, module shop. I can buy bus modifications from a shop menu. Customization options for the Apocalypse RV? Yes, please. I named the bus Peace because I want everyone on board to be safe. Cheesy. Maybe, but I don't care. Then the system drops a zone-wide announcement. Zone 6 broadcast. Player Gu Pingxing is the first driver in Zone 6 to upgrade their bus. Reward. Random skill times 1. Attribute points times 5. Every single driver in our zone just heard my name. 2,000 to 3,000 buses worth of people now know that some guy named Gu Pingxing is ahead of the curve. My skill reward, Air Slash. A ranged attack that creates a sharp cutting strike. Damage scales with Constitution. Effective against anything normal medium grade or below. 2-minute cooldown. I finally have a way to fight. No more relying entirely on Royale's monster kicks or group stomping zombies to death. I can actually attack from a distance now. Without hesitating, I dump all 5 attribute points into Constitution. With my driver's double bonus, my base 17 becomes 34. That's over 3 times a normal adult male. Air Slash powered by 34 Constitution. Even upper-grade normal monsters should feel that. I lean back in the driver's seat and exhale. Day 1. Bus upgraded. Speed doubled. Got a water machine blueprint, a module shop, a combat skill, and the first in-zone achievement. Not bad for a preschool teacher major driving a bus full of girls through an endless desert while dodging zombie convenience stores and love triangles. Not bad at all. I take stock of what we've accomplished on day 1. Food situation. The convenience store hall gives us enough snacks for several days if we're careful. The class officers, especially Royale with her nearly 100 self-heating rice packs, are sitting on reserves that could last over a month. Not bad. Bus upgraded. Water condenser blueprint acquired. Combat skill obtained. Things are looking up. Then I discover the module shop, and my jaw hits the floor. You can install rooms on the bus. Toilets, bedrooms, extra seats, even armor plating called car coats. It's like customizing a vehicle in a video game, except the vehicle is my entire civilization's home. The catch? Everything costs bus coins, which I have exactly 0 of. Cool. Another currency to grind for. Love that for me. While I'm browsing the shop, someone pokes my shoulder. I turn around and come face to face with, well, face to chest with, Shin Tonger, our science committee member and puppet crafting talent holder. Shin Tonger is barely taller than Xiaoxua, maybe 153 centimeters. But from the neck down she is. Let's just say the proportions do not match the height. Baby face. Very adult figure. The contrast is frankly unfair to my eyeball discipline. She pokes me again. Class president, can I borrow 20 wood and 50 iron ingots? For your puppet? Yes. If I'd had a puppet at the convenience store, it could have walked in first instead of Xiaofeng. Nobody would have gotten hurt. That's actually brilliant. An iron puppet with her stats as a scout? That's basically a disposable tank we can send into every dangerous situation first. What are you offering in trade? 3 self-heating hot pot meals, 13 compressed biscuits, and 7 small umbrellas. Small umbrellas. I stare at her. She stares at me. We both know those aren't rain umbrellas. I glance at Ruoyao. She's looking at her own pocket, and her long white legs do a little nervous shuffle. Wait, Ruoyao also grabbed those from the counter? I'm not touching this topic. Moving on immediately. I don't need those supplies. I'll lend you the materials for free, but the puppet has to be used for scouting. Deal? Deal. She slaps her chest to seal the promise. My eyes involuntarily bounce. I cannot control this. It's like gravity. It's physics. I am a victim of physics. She goes off to collect the iron ingots from Xiaofeng's twin, and I learn her puppet will be an iron puppet, same constitution as her own, which is 8 points. Not amazing, but for scouting purposes? Perfect. Evening comes. The sun sets ahead of us. If this world's directions work like Earth's, we've been driving west all day. Ruoyao feeds me dinner again. Nobody teases us this time. Progress. Then the system chimes in. Night has fallen. Drivers, proceed with caution. Caution? What does that? A figure appears on the road ahead. I squint. Is that a person? Out here in the desert? The bus gets closer, and no, that is not a person. That is a zombie standing in the middle of the highway like the world's worst crossing guard. Pale wrinkled skin, blood everywhere, the whole package. I swerve. The zombie lunges at the bus. Thunk. The bus clips it, knocks it down, and the wheels roll right over it. Behind me, screaming. Zombie on the road. There are zombies at night? I want my mom. Do you think our parents are okay? Oh God. The mood crashes instantly. Several girls start crying. Reality hits. We're not just on a fun bus adventure. Our families are somewhere in this world too, probably on their own buses, facing their own horrors. But I don't have time to comfort anyone because more zombies start appearing. They just spawn. Like a video game, refreshing enemy mobs. 1 here, 2 there. Suddenly they're everywhere on both sides of the road, all snarling, all chasing the bus. They're all normal low-grade, Lin Xiaonan reports grimly. And they keep spawning. You're going to have to drive through the night. I've been driving all day. My back feels like someone folded it in half. My eyes are burning. And now I have to drive through a zombie-infested nighttime desert? Let me take over, Royale says. Actually, can other people drive? The rule said only the driver. The driver may share driving permissions. Authorized players may temporarily operate the bus. Oh, thank God. Add me too, says Xiaonan. I'm the party secretary. I should contribute. Then Xiaoxua bounces over. Me too. Me too. I want to drive. Royale looks at Xiaoxua's height. I look at the seat. Xiaonan looks at the windshield. We all look at each other. Nobody says anything. Why are you all quiet? I'm a class officer too. I want to help. Zhang Kiki appears behind Xiaoxua and flicks the back of her head. Xiaoxua, sweetie, your feet can't reach the pedals. Your head can't see over the dashboard. If you sit in the driver's seat, it's literally self-driving because nobody is visible behind the wheel. Xiaoxua's face crumbles like a cookie. She stomps back to her seat, pulls out a bag of crispy noodle snacks, and angrily shoves them into her mouth. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Xiaoxua, don't worry about it. Your healing talent is irreplaceable. Leave the driving to us. We need you rested and ready to patch people up. She perks up at that. Crisis averted. Final driving roster. Me, Royale, Xiaonan, Kiki, Xiaofeng, and Xiaoying. 6 drivers, for hours each per day. The twins volunteered on their own. Xiaofeng to be near me, probably. and Xiaoying because wherever her sister goes, she follows. Shintonger and Xiaoxue are too short. Sorry, ladies. Height requirements exist even in the apocalypse. Ruoyao takes the wheel, and I finally sit back. She starts plowing through zombies like she's playing a racing game where the obstacles are made of rotten meat. Then the system hits me with more bad news. Bus durability has decreased to 19/20ths. Repair cost: 1 iron ingot or 10 wood or 5 leather per 1 durability point. The bus takes damage from hitting zombies. Every collision chips away at our durability. If it hits 0, I don't want to think about what happens. I spend 1 iron ingot to fix it back to 20 and immediately tell everyone. Avoid zombies when possible. Only ram them if there's no choice. Iron ingots just went from upgrade material to bus healthcare, which means they might actually be worth more than water. Oh, and one more thing I remind everyone about. Whatever you do, do not let the engine stall. The bus goes quiet. Everyone remembers the rule. Every morning at 7 a.m., the bus forcibly shuts off. If you're not outside within 2 minutes, you die. But accidental stalling? At night? Surrounded by zombies? That would be game over before morning. 12 hours until the mandatory 7 a.m. shutdown. 12 hours of zombie-dodging night driving. I close my eyes and try to sleep while Ruoyao drives. Behind us, the snarling never stops. Deep night. Ruoyao is behind the wheel playing Zombie Roadkill Simulator while I try to sleep in the passenger seat. Keyword, try. The passenger seat is basically a rock with fabric. No recline, no cushion, no fold-down tray to rest my head on. Every time Ruoyao hits a zombie, thunk, my entire skeleton rattles. It's like trying to nap inside a washing machine that occasionally runs over dead people. I check the chat channel before passing out. Everyone's having the same night we are. Zombies everywhere. Durability dropping. Panic. One guy calculated it. Roughly 1 durability point lost every 3 hours. For level 1 buses with only 10 durability, that means they'll be down to 5 or 6 by morning. If they can't find repair materials tomorrow, night 2 is a death sentence. Someone asks how to collect materials when the entire world is just sand. Answer: only bus stops have resources. One lucky bus found an abandoned factory and disassembled 600 iron ingots. Others have nothing. The real debate is about the 7 a.m. shutdown. Everyone has to be off the bus within 2 minutes or die. But if zombies are still outside at 7 a.m., stepping off the bus is basically ordering yourself as takeout delivery for the undead. Someone theorizes zombies disappear at sunrise since they're a nighttime event. Makes sense. Hopefully. One psychopath says hitting zombies is actually pretty fun. Sir, this is a survival game, not Grand Theft Auto, Zombie Edition. I set up the night driving schedule. After Ruoyao, Xiaofang at 1 a.m., Kiki at 3 a.m., skipping Xiaoying to pair with Chunan later. I tell Kiki to stop the bus at 6:50 a.m., get everyone off before 7, but do not turn off the engine, just shift to neutral. We need to park somewhere safe with no zombies nearby. Oh, and fuel. We're at about 70%. One full tank lasts roughly 2 days. Tomorrow we need to find gas, or we're walking. And walking means the monster catches us. And the monster catching us means, well, probably something worse than zombies. I close my eyes and drift into the worst sleep of my life. 6 a.m. My talent's alarm clock goes off. Day 2 sign in. Reward 1. Backpack slots increase from 10 to 50. Reward 2. 3 random, normal grade weapons. Reward 3. 100 bottles of 680 milliliters sugar-free Coke. Reward 4. 1 roasted goose. Okay, let's think clearly despite the fact that my neck feels like someone twisted it 180 degrees. Reward 3. Sugar-free Coke. In the real world, gym bros would fight wars over this. In a survival apocalypse, sugar is fuel. Sugar-free means less energy. Regular water is worth more. Eliminated. Reward 4. 1 roasted goose. Look, I love roast goose. Crispy skin, juicy meat, beautiful. But it's 1 goose. 2 meals, maybe 3 if I'm stingy. Versus any of the other rewards? Not even close. Eliminated. Now the hard choice. Reward 2. 3 weapons. We currently have 0 weapons. My fists and Ruoyao's godlike legs are our entire arsenal. 3 weapons would change our combat capability overnight. Reward 1. 40 extra backpack slots. Going from 10 to 50 means I could carry 5 times more supplies. Yesterday at the convenience store, I filled up in minutes and had to make painful choices. With 50 slots, I could have grabbed everything. Weapons are useful now, but backpack space is useful forever. Every future station, every future trade, every future resource run. 50 slots means dramatically more capacity. And weapons? Those might show up at stations, in trades, or in future sign-ins. Backpack upgrades feel rare. I pick reward 1. 50 slots. The hoarder in me is weeping with joy. I immediately vacuum up all the loose supplies scattered around my driving area. The bread cases, salt bags, sugar bags, everything goes into my newly massive inventory. My dashboard area goes from looking like a refugee camp supply depot to actually clean. Around 6:30, I start waking everyone up. We need to be ready for the 7 a.m. shutdown. I go row by row. Front row, no problem. Second row, easy. Then I get to Xiaofeng. She just finished her 1 to 5 a.m. driving shift, and she's out cold. Lips slightly parted, making little sleep noises. Peaceful. Cute, actually. Xiaofeng. Hey, Xiaofeng, wake up. Class president. Can you give me a little kissy? Hee hee. I freeze. Her twin sister Xiaoying, who I just woke up, is staring at me with eyes the size of dinner plates. Her sister is sleep-talking. About me. About kissing me. Out loud. In front of other people. Xiaoying's brain visibly short-circuits. Then she makes a decision. This is my sister's embarrassment, not mine. I am uninvolved. I am Switzerland. She looks away. I knock loudly on the seat tray. Bang, bang, bang. Xiaofeng jolts awake, confused. She sees my face, which probably looks like I just swallowed a live fish, and blinks. Gee, good morning, class president. Good morning. She has no idea what she just said. She's sitting there annoyed that her dream got interrupted at the good part. Girl, I am the good part. And I heard it. And I am going to repress this memory with every fiber of my being. Everyone eventually wakes up. The sun rises. And just like the chat channel predicted, the zombies start dissolving in the sunlight. One by one they just vanish, like they were never there. Nighttime spawns confirmed. Zombies are a sunset to sunrise problem only. At 6:50, Kiki parks the bus on the roadside. Everyone off. Now, 42 people pile out into the cold desert morning. And at IS cold. We got teleported during summer, so most girls are wearing thin clothes, shorts, tank tops, light dresses. A few smart ones had jackets. Most are shivering. I'm shivering too, and I'm the guy with 34 constitution. We stand there in the chilly sand, waiting for 7 a.m., waiting for whatever engine shutdown means, and wondering what horrors day 2 has in store. At least my backpack has 50 slots now. I'm going to need every single one. Xiaofeng is having the worst 24 hours of her entire life. First the zombie tackle, then the deathbed confession that wasn't a deathbed, and now she just found out she was sleep-talking about wanting me to kiss her. She doesn't know I heard it, but her twin sister does. Xiaoying is basically begging her to just go all in on the confession. Sis, just be bold. The study monitor and class president seem like just friends. There are so many girls here. If you don't make a move, Xiaofeng shakes her head violently. Bold. Her? The girl who can't even make eye contact with me without her entire body malfunctioning? Meanwhile, outside the bus, it's freezing. Desert climate. Scorching during the day, Arctic at night, and early morning. Most girls got teleported in summer clothes, shorts, thin tops, sandals. Nobody packed for interdimensional bus survival in a temperature-extreme wasteland. Bestie, lend me your jacket. No way. You called me cold body freak last week. Who's laughing now? Sand in my eyes. Ow wow. At least there are no zombies. The sun is up. They're all gone. Small mercies. 7 a.m. sharp. BWWWRRR. The bus shudders violently. The engine dies. And then something horrifying happens. Darkness starts creeping across the inside of the bus. Not like the lights went off. Darkness. Like actual living darkness. Black ink flooding every window from the inside, spreading, covering, until the entire interior is pitch black. You can't see in. Whatever's inside can't see out. Nobody breathes. We all just stare at this bus that looks like it was swallowed by a void dimension. Engine shutdown duration, 35 minutes. 35 minutes of standing in the freezing desert wind while our bus does whatever nightmare thing it's doing in there. The girls huddle together for warmth. pressing against each other in tight circles, but staying far from the bus. Nobody wants to be near whatever that blackness is. I'm standing alone because, I'm the only guy. Pingsheng, come here. Let's huddle together for warmth. That's Ruoyao. She's waving me over. Are you crazy, Li Ruoyao? He's a man. Huang Ting shrieks like I'm a biological weapon. Ruoyao doesn't even blink. Then don't stand near us. Problem solved. Xiaofeng pipes up. I don't mind either. The class president can't just stand alone in the cold. He'll get sick. Xiaoxue waves her little hand. Class president. Come. We'll surround you. For girls close and around me. Ruoyao, Xiaofeng, Xiaoxue, and Xiaoying. Shoulder to shoulder. Very close. Very warm. Ruoyao and Xiaofeng are pressed almost entirely against me. Huangting looks like she's about to have an aneurysm. Shameless women, she mutters. We eat breakfast while we wait. Ruoyao has a cream bread. I have a plain bread. Standard survival morning. Then, crunch, crunch, crunch. We all look down. Xiaoxue is eating cucumber-flavored chips at 7 a.m. Her cheeks are puffed out like a squirrel storing nuts for winter. Xiaoxue, you can't only eat chips. You'll get malnourished, Xiaofeng says gently. Having chips to eat at all is a luxury. Don't be picky, but you're so short. Maybe the chips are why you're short. You should eat bread for nutrition. Xiaofeng, you sound exactly like my mother. Mind your own business. Xiaofeng sneaks a guilty glance at me. She does not want me thinking she has mom energy. That is the opposite of the vibe she's going for. 35 eternal minutes later, the darkness vanishes. Bus looks normal, like nothing happened. I step toward the door. Xiaofeng immediately tries to run ahead. Let me go first, class president. You want to be the guinea pig again? I reach out and pat her head without thinking. She freezes. Her entire face ignites. Nah, no girl should have to do that twice. I walk in first. Everything's fine. System wouldn't lie about safety after the timer ends. Everyone files back on. Xiaoying takes the driver's seat for her shift. I sit down in Xiaoying's old seat, which is right next to Xiaofeng. She's blushing so hard I can feel the heat radiating off her face like a space heater. Between the head pat and the no girl should have to do that twice line, she's completely cooked. Ruoyao keeps turning around from the front to check on us. Very casual. Very subtle. Not subtle at all. I ignore the romantic subplot and check the chat channel. I need real information. The community is buzzing about the shutdown. People are speculating about the darkness. Nobody knows what it is. Then someone drops a bomb. Our bus had someone who didn't get off in time. He was hiding in the bathroom. When the blackout ended, all that was left was a pile of bones. The darkness ate his flesh, a pile of bones. That darkness isn't just spooky ambience. It's a creature, or an entity. It consumes everything biological that stays inside. Skin, muscle, organs gone. Just skeleton left. Another driver shares that he accidentally stalled the engine yesterday during a lunch break. The darkness started immediately. They barely scrambled out in time. 2 minutes. That's all you get, stall or scheduled. Mental note tattooed on my brain. Never. Stall. The engine. Also important. Someone found a gas station with 20+ barrels of fuel. Immediately the chat erupts with trade offers. Fuel is going to become critical currency. We're at 70%, maybe one more day's worth. After that, no fuel means no driving. No driving means the monster catches us. And the monster catching us means we find out what's worse than flesh-eating darkness. I'm getting anxious about fuel when suddenly, 3 roads appear ahead. A fork. First one we've seen. Xiaoying stops. Class president, which way? Qianan stands up. Divine insight time. 3 minutes later, she has the full report. Right, gas station. Low danger. Middle, convenience store. Low danger. Left, something called Changgo Station, medium danger. No useful resources. Gas station. Right. No debate. Qianan elaborates. For zombies plus 2 zombie dogs inside. The dogs are normal medium grade, 1 tier above the regular zombies. Faster, probably meaner. Zombie dogs. Because regular zombies weren't enough. We needed the puppy variant. But Qianan rated it, low danger, and I have air slash now. We can handle this. I stand up. Alright, next stop is a gas station. Same rules as before. Volunteers stand up. First team gets first pick of supplies. A girl raises her hand. Class president, this time it's fuel, not food. Fuel belongs to the bus, right? Why would individual people get some? Good question. I explain. Anyone who gets off the bus is taking a risk, so I'll distribute some fuel to everyone who comes down. If the bus needs your fuel later, I'll trade you food or water for it at equal value. Nobody works for free, so the fuel is basically all yours anyway. What's the difference? Are you joking? Huang Ting sneers. For the first time since this whole thing started, I genuinely want to use my daily kick power on her. One tap and she's standing in the desert watching our bus drive away. I breathe. Calm down. She's not worth the daily charge. The principle is fairness. Equal trade. Your fuel, my food and water. The girls who come down are being compensated for their courage. The girls who stay behind pay market price if they need anything later. The real reason I set it up this way? Motivation. I need these girls to stop being scared of bus stops. Every station is a chance for supplies, upgrades, survival resources. If half the bus refuses to ever get off, we're operating at half capacity forever. This system rewards bravery and punishes freeloading. Gently, but consistently. Plus, after yesterday's convenience store, I noticed the girls who went first and got the best loot, they're already more confident. The ones who stayed behind and got scraps, some of them are regretting it. Next time, more volunteers will stand up. That's the plan, anyway. Now let's go kill some zombie dogs. My little motivational speech about fairness and not freeloading actually works. Yang Jessen shouts, "Class president is right. We can't just hide forever. Yeah, the class officers can't babysit us for the rest of our lives. I'll fight alongside you guys." Me too. I trained in Taekwondo. Jechi, that wasn't Taekwondo. That was the make the mugger laugh style. Shut up. Even Chun Tonger volunteers her iron puppet as a frontline scout. Almost everyone stands up. Huang Ting stays seated looking sour, but for once she keeps her mouth shut. She knows the room isn't on her side. Familiar faces in the volunteer squad. Roa Yao, Xiaofeng, Xiaoying, Xiaoxua. Kiki is passed out from her overnight driving shift, so we let her sleep. Chinon stays on the bus for intel. Tonger controls her puppet remotely. And then, surprise, Li Zhen is standing in the volunteer group. The bully from yesterday. She makes eye contact with me and immediately looks down like a dog that knows it chewed the furniture. Interesting. Maybe getting slapped 4 times has therapeutic benefits. But before we reach the station, Xiaoying suddenly yells, "Everyone, there's another bus ahead." I rush to the front. Sure enough, a smaller, slower bus is wobbling down the road ahead of us. First time we've seen another bus in person. Past them, I tell Xiaoying. The gas station is ahead. First come, first served. She floors it. Well, floors it at 40 kilometers per hour, and we cruise past the other bus like a sports car passing a bicycle. They're clearly level 1, still stuck at 20 kilometers per hour. As we pass, I see high school students in uniforms staring at our bus with their jaws on the floor. Because from their window, all they see is a bus packed with college-age women. I can practically hear their brain cells short-circuiting. What I don't see, and won't learn until much later, is what's happening inside that bus. A yellow-haired thug named Zhang Ziheo, with some kind of dark power covering his fist, slapping a skinny kid to the ground, blood everywhere, terrorizing the girls in their class. Their bus isn't a survival team. It's a prison. But right now, that's not my problem. We've got a gas station to raid. 10 minutes later, the Linshi gas station appears on the right side of the road. Red and white structure, metal canopy, spotlight fixtures, oil stains on the concrete. There's even a convenience store attached with snacks visible through the windows. And there, wobbling around the pumps like the world's worst gas station attendants. For zombies and 2 zombie dogs. The dogs are nightmare fuel, red pupils, razor teeth, rotting skin stretched over muscular frames. Normal medium grade. 1 tier above regular zombies. Everyone off. Let's go. I open the door and step forward, but the iron puppet shoves past me. It jumps off the bus first, arms spread wide, positioning itself as a shield. I'll have the puppet take point, Tonger calls from inside, controlling it remotely. You guys follow behind, smart girl. This is exactly why I gave her those materials. The zombies and dogs immediately smell fresh meat and charge. The puppet intercepts 2 zombies at once, bear hugging them and body slamming them to the ground. 2 enemies neutralized temporarily. I face the first zombie dog barreling toward me. Time to test my new toy. Air slash. A crescent-shaped white blade fires from my hand and hits the dog dead center. For one beautiful frozen moment, a thin red line appears from its forehead straight down its body. Then it splits perfectly in half. Guts and black blood spray everywhere. The smell is atrocious. But the dog? Instantly dead. One shot. 34 constitution powering a combat skill? Chef's kiss. 2-minute cooldown though. Noted. The second dog lunges at Royale. Bad choice, puppy. She kicks it in the stomach so hard it literally flies several meters through the air, lands with a yelp, and before it can get up she sprints over and stomps its head flat like a grape. A glowing coin pops out of the corpse. Royale picks it up. A bus coin. You get them from killing monsters. Higher grade monsters drop more. This is the currency for the module shop. One zombie breaks through toward the group and manages to scratch a girl in the chaos. I boot it in the gut and knock it down. Then Xiaofang, Xiaoying, Xiaoxue, and several others swarm it and start stomping. I watch this scene. A zombie pinned on the ground being trampled by a dozen pairs of female feet. And I think a thought that I should not be thinking. I'm a little jealous of that zombie. Just a tiny bit. That zombie died the happiest death possible. I mutter under my breath. Xiaoxue overhears me. She takes 3 steps backward, staring at me like I just grew a second head. You, class president, I didn't know you were a McDonald's. I think she means deviant, but her vocabulary chose violence today. Xiaofang, meanwhile, looks down at her own feet and gets thoughtful. I don't want to know what she's thinking. I refuse to know. Royale finishes off the 2 zombies the puppet was holding by stomping both their heads. Casual. Effortless. 90 constitution doing 90 constitution things. The scratch girl gets healed by Xiaoxue in seconds. Not even a scar. A-rank healing is absolutely broken in the best way. Alright. Danger cleared. Grab the fuel first, then hit the convenience store. Fuel goes to me for distribution. Store items are finders keepers for whoever came down. The girls scatter like excited ants at a picnic. Everyone's eager now. Fighting zombies as a group turned out to be actually kind of manageable. The fear is fading. Confidence is building. Exactly what I wanted. Now let me go see what this convenience store has before these girls vacuum it clean. Royale hands me the glowing coin from the zombie dog corpse. A bus coin. So that's how you earn the module shop currency. Kill monsters, get money. Like a video game arcade where the tokens are covered in zombie blood. Nice work, Royale. I'll give you some water as payment. Don't be ridiculous. We don't need to settle accounts. My stuff is your stuff. She waves me off like I just offered to pay for a friend's gum. This girl would literally hand me her entire inventory if I asked. I just need to make sure I never take her for granted. Now, clock is ticking. I check the time. We cleared all the zombies in under 4 minutes. That other high school bus we passed? They'll be here in roughly 6 minutes at their crawling 20 kilometers per hour speed. And when they arrive, they're absolutely going to want a piece of our gas station. Not happening. Am I being selfish? Yes, 100%. But this is survival. 42 mouths to feed. An engine that drinks fuel like a frat boy drinks beer. Every drop of gas could be the difference between outrunning the monster or becoming monster food. I pull Royale aside and explain the situation. She cracks her knuckles. If they try to take our stuff, they can discuss it with my fist. Her fist. 90 constitution points of fist. That's not a threat. That's a natural disaster warning. The convenience store attached to the gas station is smaller than the Peace convenience store. Less food, less drinks. But it has something the other place didn't. Daily necessities. I go into full hoarder mode. Tissue paper, 100 packs. Taken. Towels, 20. Taken. Rain umbrellas, a dozen. Taken. Do I know why I'd need umbrellas in a desert? No. Will I regret not grabbing them? Probably. Toiletries, toothbrushes, soap, whatever. Taken. 50 backpack slots is a gift. Then I hit the jackpot section. Cigarettes and alcohol. Every brand, every type. I vacuum them all into my inventory. Royale's eyes narrow. Since when do you smoke? I don't. But millions of people do. In a survival world, cigarettes are basically psychological currency. Same with alcohol. Her expression softens from angry girlfriend to reluctantly impressed. Fine. But you are not allowed to smoke or drink. Especially as a driver. It's bad for your health. Yes, ma'am. When have you ever seen me smoke? I reach over and pat her head without thinking. She freezes. Then I pinch her cheek. It's so soft. Like a marshmallow made of silk. My hand just acted on its own. Autopilot. Jiu Pingxing. You have no shame. Her face is burning red, but she doesn't actually pull away. She just glares at me with those beautiful eyes while steam practically shoots from her ears. Nearby, Xiaofang is pretending to search a shelf while her ears are pointed directly at us like satellite dishes. She heard everything. The old nagging mom joke, the head pat, the cheek pinch. Her body does a little shiver, and she smiles to herself. Tonight's dream material, secured. Then I spot something in the corner. Something beautiful. A fire axe. I grab it and check the stats. Fire axe, normal medium grade. Sharper than regular iron axes. With sufficient constitution, it can cut through zombies like slicing vegetables. Here, Royale. This is yours. She blinks. Just like that? What about you? You have the highest constitution on the bus. This axe in your hands is a weapon of mass destruction. In MY hands, it's a fancy hatchet. I have air slash. Take it. She accepts it, and I can see the gears turning in her head. With this axe and 90 constitution, I can protect Pingxing even better. The girls grab what they can. Most of their inventories are already full from yesterday, so they stuff things in plastic bags. I notice almost every girl grabs sanitary pads. Smart. That's a resource nobody thinks about until it's too late. Now for the main event, fuel. The convenience store has some fuel cans. The warehouse next to the station has 15 more. Total haul, 30 fuel cans, 50 liters each. 1,500 liters of fuel. That's an absolute fortune. The fuel isn't regular gasoline either. It's special bus-only fuel from this world. You just hold the can near the bus and click, use. Simple. Xiaofang suggests we also try the actual gas pumps. Smart girl. I drive the bus up to a pump and bus has approached a normal grade fuel pump. Refuel for free? Free gas. In the apocalypse? I slam yes, so fast I nearly break the button. Tank goes from half to full instantly. My theory, higher level buses will eventually need premium fuel, and those pumps probably charge bus coins. Enjoy the free gas while it lasts. I'm about to distribute fuel shares to the volunteer girls when, VRRRR. That high school bus pulls into the gas station. The door opens. Out pour teenage boys in school uniforms. And the second they see my team of college girls, every single one of them goes slack-jawed. 40-something pairs of teenage eyes locked onto my classmates like they've never seen women before. Which, given their bus is a high school science class that's probably 80% male, maybe they haven't. Not like this, anyway. They're here, I say quietly. Xiaoxua tugs on someone's sleeve. I'm going to wake up Kiki. We might need the giant. The mood shifts. My girls tense up. Ruoyao grips her new fire axe. 30 cans of fuel. A full gas station. And a busload of teenage boys who just showed up thinking they can help themselves. This is about to get very interesting. The high school boys pile out of their bus and immediately start making comments that make my blood boil. Look at all those women. I'm jealous of that pretty boy standing in the middle. They're so white and soft-looking. I step forward, voice calm. First come, first served. This gas station is ours. They burst out laughing. Did he just try to kick us out? One guy and a bunch of girls? What are they going to do? Lin Xiaonan slides up to my ear with an intel drop. Two of them have talents. The yellow-haired creep in front has B-rank skin hardening. Tougher skin, decent attack power. The one next to him with glasses is their bus driver, B-rank skin spikes. His skin can grow spikes like a mace. But with you and the study monitor? Easy. Then she adds something that kills any hesitation in me. This isn't Earth anymore, class president. No laws. No police. If they try something, don't hold back. Our girls are in danger, she's right. I look at this group of high school boys, and I see exactly what they are. The yellow-haired one, Zhang Zihao, is staring at Royale and Xiaofang like they're items on a menu. His eyes are disgusting. Their driver, Zhang Qining, pushes up his glasses with an excited grin that makes my skin crawl. Zhang Zihao sneers at me. You know what you're saying, pretty boy? Then he turns to his crew with a grin that belongs in a prison. Let's teach these girls a lesson. Grab the pretty ones. Kill the guy. We'll have a party right here at the gas station. Yeah, let's go. A mob of high school boys charges toward us. On their bus, the female students close their eyes. One whispers, those college sisters are done for. Another is trembling, remembering what Zhang Zihao did to her last night. He deserves to die, she hisses. Zhang Zihao is sprinting at the front of the pack, face twisted in a predator's grin, arm coated in that dark, hardening power, and I end him. Air slash. One crescent of white light. Clean. Fast. Silent. His head separates from his body mid-stride. It spins in the air a few times, then lands at his own feet. His body takes 2 more steps before it realizes it's headless, then collapses like a puppet with cut strings. B-rank skin hardening. Versus my S-rank powered air slash at 34 constitution. Not even close. Zhang Qining screams. Zaheo. He activates skin spikes. His palm erupts with sharp thorns and swings at my face. Royale steps in with the fire axe. One swing. She splits his skull, then his chest. The axe goes through him like he's made of warm butter. 90 constitution. Normal medium-grade weapon. The boy is literally cleaved in 2 halves that fall in opposite directions. Red and yellow splatter across the boys behind him. 2 liters. 2 seconds. 2 corpses. This is the first time Royale and I have killed humans. My face is pale. Hers is too. Our hands are steady, but our stomachs are not. Murder. They killed them. Run. No. Avenge brother how? You avenge him. I'm out. The mob breaks apart. Some try to run. Some freeze. Shunan's voice cuts through like a blade. Class president. Study monitor. Sports rep. Do not show mercy. Every boy who charged at us is a threat. If we lose, we're the ones who suffer. Do not let them regroup. She's right. If we let them go and they come back stronger, or follow us, or ambush us, it's our girls who pay the price. These aren't innocent bystanders. These are boys who just screamed about kidnapping women and killing me. I grit my teeth. Everyone, go. Zhang Kiki activates gigantification. 3 meters of fury. She grabs a fleeing boy like he's a doll, slams him into the concrete, and stomps. He twitches twice and goes still. I chase down another group. 34 constitution versus boys, with maybe 10 each. Each punch I throw hits like a sledgehammer. A few hits to the head, and they stop moving. I won't describe it further. It's not fun. It's not glorious. It's survival. Royale catches them one by one. With the axe, each one is over in a single stroke. She's not fighting. She's executing. Her face is expressionless, but her eyes are hollow. Within minutes, every boy who charged is dead. Behind me, most of my classmates have their eyes closed. Some are shaking. Several are vomiting up breakfast. The blood, the sounds, the smell, this isn't a game anymore. I stand there, spattered with blood, breathing hard, and look toward the high school bus. About 20 students remain inside. 13 boys, 7 girls. None of them came out to fight. Do I go after them too? I'm still deciding when a skinny, pale boy stumbles off their bus. He's shaking violently. But when he sees me, his face shows something I didn't expect. Gratitude. He drops to his knees and bows his head to the ground. Thank you for killing my enemy. I frown. What? He looks up with tears streaming. Those 2, Zhang Qining and Zhang Zaheo, they were brothers. Zhang Zaheo was a thug. He and his gang. They raped my girlfriend. If you hadn't killed them, they would have kept hurting us forever. Thank you. The pieces click into place. What I saw through the window when we passed their bus, the dark fist, the blood on the floor, the screaming girl. Those weren't just bullies. They were monsters wearing school uniforms. My guilt about killing humans drops by about 90%. Are there any more of Zaheo's gang left on your bus? The boy's face hardens. One more? I can point him out. The skinny kid, Huang Tian, calls everyone off their bus. They shuffle out looking terrified, clearly expecting me to slaughter them all. He points at a tall, thin guy. That one. He's Zaheo's buddy. Another thug. The guy's face goes white. He was celebrating his luck for not coming outside during the fight. Now he's been ratted out by the very people he helped terrorize. Huang Tian, you traitor, I check with Chunan. She closes her eyes, activates divine insight, and confirms. He's connected to Zhang Zaheo. Everyone else is just a regular student. Most of them are victims. Good enough for me. My air slash cooldown hits 0 at the perfect moment. 1 crescent. 1 head. Done. Anyone who even thinks about touching my classmates will end up the same way. Behind me, I can feel the mood shift. Several girls are staring at me with those sparkly wide eyes like I just stepped out of a drama. Xunan is smiling at my profile and murmurs, pretty cool. Actually, I'm not cool. My hands are shaking. But they don't need to see that right now. Huang Tian bows again. Thank you, big brother. I owe you my life. Zhang Ziheo's gang was a curse on our entire class. You freed us. Just go. And remember, you attacked US first. Everything that happened here is on them. Of course. I'll never forget this. He becomes their new driver. They pile back on their bus and leave the gas station. Then the adrenaline crash hits. Hard. Ruo Yao, who just split a human being in half with a fire axe like she was chopping firewood, finally breaks. She drops to the ground and throws up everything she ate this morning. I'm not much better. My stomach is doing backflips. This isn't a web novel. This is real. Those were actual humans, and we actually killed them. My brain was running on pure rage and survival instinct during the fight, but now I can feel every punch I threw replaying in my skull. Kiki is standing there like a ghost. She grabbed a kid and slammed him into concrete. She's replaying it too. Chinon steps forward, gentle as always. Class president, study monitor, sports rep, thank you. I know this feels horrible, but if you hadn't fought, those boys would have enslaved every girl on our bus. You saved us. Xiao Xue runs over and pats Royale's head. You worked hard, study monitor. Xiaofeng approaches me. Thank you for protecting me and my sister, class president. One by one, girls come over to say thanks. Even Li Zhan, the bully I slapped yesterday, mutters a quiet, thank you. Character development? Maybe. Or maybe watching someone split a person in half with an axe puts your own bullying in perspective. It's actually a warm moment. Everyone appreciating each other. Everyone grateful to be alive and safe. And then Huang Ting opens her mouth. At the end of the day, you're still murderers, aren't you? You could have just chased them away. Why did you have to kill them so brutally? The gas station goes silent. Yang Jessen explodes. Are you insane, Huang Ting? Those guys were going to kidnap us. The class president protected us? So what? Killers are killers. Did I ask them to protect me? Sisters, do you really want to share a bus with murderers? She's trying to rally support. She's trying to turn this into a gender thing, a morality thing, anything to make me the villain. And for the first time since this survival game started, it backfires completely. Even her best friends turn away from her. Yang Xingnan, her ride or die, her social media feminist boxing partner, won't even look at her. Huang Ting, you don't deserve to be our classmate. The class president risked his life, and you're calling him a criminal. Just kick her out already. She doesn't belong on our bus. Huang Ting, go die. Huang Ting, your MOM is dead. Okay, some of these are going a bit far, but the sentiment is clear. The entire class is turned on her. Every single girl. Even the ones who used to follow her around. Huang Ting's face goes red, then white, then red again. Her eyes are watering. Her last ally just abandoned her. Fine, I'll leave. And don't come begging me to come back. Leave faster. We'd beg the zombies before we'd beg you. I look at this scene and make a decision I should have made on day one. Huang Ting, you said it yourself. As the driver of Bus 15200, I hereby expel you from this vehicle. The system chimes immediately. Player Huang Ting has been permanently expelled from Bus 15200. She can never board this bus again. Huang Ting's face freezes. Her mouth hangs open. She didn't think I'd actually do it. Nobody did. The girls stare at me, then at the system notification, then back at me. This is one of my driver privileges. I never wanted to use it on a classmate. But Huang Ting, everything that's happening right now, you brought it on yourself. She stands there in the desert. No bus, no team, no supplies except whatever's in her personal inventory. 41 passengers now. And honestly, the bus already feels lighter. Time to distribute the fuel. 30 cans of oil, 50 liters each. I split them based on contribution because fairness is the law on this bus. The 8 new volunteer girls plus Xiaofeng, Xiaoying, and Li Zhan, 1 can each. 9 cans gone. Chunan, for cans. She provided intel on the station, the enemy's talents, and basically acted as our war room. Worth every drop. Royale, for cans. She killed a zombie dog, 2 pinned zombies, Zhang Qining, and several other attackers. She's basically our entire military. Me, 3 cans. 1 zombie dog, Zhang Ziheo, and assorted bad guys. Xiao Xue, 2 cans. Healed the scratched girl instantly. Kiki, 2 cans. Went full giant mode and slammed people into concrete. Tonger, 2 cans. Her puppet tanked 2 zombies at the front line. 26 cans distributed. For remaining. What about these last 4, class president? Public reserve. I'll hold them and use them as rewards for future station volunteers. Then something interesting happens. Most girls ask me to hold their fuel since they don't have inventory space. Thanks to my 50-slot backpack upgrade, I'm basically the bus's walking storage unit now. Everyone files back onto the bus. One by one. 41 people. Through the windows, several girls glance at Huang Ting standing frozen outside the bus like a broken mannequin. Reality hasn't hit her yet. She really got kicked out? The system notification was real. She's done. Well, that's what you get for constantly fighting the class president. Though, his power to just expel anyone is kind of scary. Relax. Just don't be an awful human being and you'll be fine. I hear the whispers. Some girls now look at me with respect mixed with a hint of fear. I don't love that. We're all classmates. Equals. But in a survival world, someone has to be the one holding the expulsion button. And right now that someone is me. Xiaoying closes the door. We're about to leave. That's when Huang Ting's brain finally reboots. She lunges for the bus, tries to step on, and bounces off an invisible wall. Her hands press against it. Solid, transparent, impassable. The system wasn't kidding. She is permanently banned from bus 15200. No, wait, don't leave me. Please. Her face transforms from arrogance to pure terror in 1 second flat. I look at her through the door. My face shows nothing. Close the door, Xiaoying. Xiaoying bites her lip. She looks at me, then at Huang Ting's desperate face. Then she presses the button. The door slides shut. Don't abandon me. Please. I'm sorry. Then Xiaonan speaks up. Wait. I need to talk to Huang Ting. Give me 2 minutes. I'm surprised. Is Xiaonan feeling merciful? That doesn't quite match the look on her face. Go ahead. The door opens again. Huang Ting's expression flashes from despair to hope to venom in half a second. Oh, now you want me back? Changed your minds? You should be begging, but it's only Xiaonan stepping off. Alone. Come with me to the convenience store. I need to talk to you privately. Huang Ting follows, ranting the whole way. Your precious class officers are all murderers. Abandoning me. Heartless. Xiaonan takes the fire axe from her inventory. Royale had given it to her moments ago, after whispering something I couldn't hear. They enter the convenience store together. 3 minutes later, Lin Xiaonan walks out alone. Her face is calm, serene, even. She returns to the bus, hands the fire axe back to Royale, then pulls bread from under her seat and packs it into her inventory, filling the slot she'd emptied to carry the axe. Royale opens her mouth like she wants to say something, then closes it. Nobody says a word. The bus starts moving. Xiaoxue swings her little legs. Xiaonanjia, what did you say to Huang Ting? So mysterious. Nothing important. Xiaonan smiles gently. Little kids don't need to know. I'm not a little kid. I'm a legal adult. Yes, yes. Xiaoxue is all grown up. Ku Suyuer, Xiaoxue's best friend, the second shortest girl in class at 148 centimeters. She wraps Xiaoxue in a hug. These two found each other on the first day of college and bonded immediately over being vertically challenged. Suyuer was the shortest girl in every class her whole life until she met someone even shorter. She's been clinging to Xiaoxue with pure joy ever since. Get off me. Cute. Normal. Lighthearted. But I'm staring at Xiaonan's peaceful profile, and my stomach is cold. If my guess is correct, Huang Ting isn't waiting at that gas station. Huang Ting isn't anywhere anymore. Lin Xiaonan. Beautiful, gentle, warm-smiled Lin Xiaonan saw a threat to our group and eliminated it. Permanently. Quietly. Without hesitation. While smiling. She's not wrong. Huang Ting expelled into the desert would eventually encounter another bus. She'd tell them about 40 pretty college girls with tons of supplies. She'd lead them to us out of revenge. She was a walking security breach. Xiaonan saw that. Royale saw that. They handled it. And now the class's sweet, kind party secretary is sitting there looking like she just came back from buying milk tea. Note to self, never underestimate the quiet ones. Nearby, Xiaofeng is being adorable and oblivious. Class president, what do you think Xiaonan said to Huang Ting? Why didn't she come out? Probably tried to convince her to stay nearby, but Huang Ting refused. You know how stubborn she is. Xiaofeng nods thoughtfully. That makes sense. Xiaonan is so kind, always trying to help people. And Huang Ting did say she'd rather leave than come back. She must be sulking at the gas station, probably regretting it already. Probably not. But Xiaofeng doesn't need to know that. This girl is pure. A cinnamon roll. She sees the best in everyone. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure half the girls on this bus have already figured out what actually happened and are choosing silence. I decide to lighten my own mood by teasing her. I lean close to her ear. Hey, Xiaofeng, that confession yesterday, when you said you liked me, was that real? Or just the near-death talking? Her face goes from normal to volcanic in 0.3 seconds. She sputters something incomprehensible, then slams her face down onto the seat tray and refuses to look at me. She's so easy to tease, like poking a hamster. I also kind of want to ask about that dream this morning. Class president, can you give me a kissy? But some mysteries are better left unexplored. By 9 a.m., Chinon takes the wheel, and I swap to her seat. At noon, we park for lunch. No engine shutdown, just neutral gear. Girls get off to eat, stretch, and soak up the hot midday sun to warm up from this morning's freezing ordeal. I walk far from the bus for some air. Chinon follows. Class president, you don't blame me, do you? Her voice is soft, uncertain, the first crack in her calm. I look at her. The girl with the beauty mark, the long black hair, the gentle smile. The girl who just did something that none of us could bring ourselves to do. Blame her? No. But I'll never forget what she's capable of. You don't blame me, do you? Chunon's voice is quiet. Vulnerable. The first time I've seen a crack in her composure. Blame you for what? I ask, even though I already know. You can't have not guessed. Her voice drops even lower. She was our classmate. And she can't finish the sentence. Honestly, Chunon, you did what needed to be done. If Huang Ting survived out there and found another bus, what's stopping her from leading them back to us for revenge? 40 pretty college girls with stacked inventories? We'd be the biggest target in Zone 6. Every survival novel I've read has this exact scenario. I pause. The reason I didn't do it myself is because I'm the class president. It would have looked wrong. Translation, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Not to a classmate. Even one I hated. Chunon filled that gap without being asked. Which tells me she's not just smart. She scored 680 on the Gaokao and chose preschool education as her major, the academic equivalent of a Formula One driver delivering pizza. She's also the most dangerous person on this bus. If you understand, then my conscience feels lighter. Thank you, Pingsheng. I almost laugh. Conscience? This girl walked into a convenience store with a fire axe, walked out 3 minutes later looking like she just picked up groceries, and sat down to reorganize her bread inventory. Her conscience is doing fine. What are you two whispering about? Royale appears like a jealousy-powered homing missile. Her big, beautiful eyes dart between me and Chunon suspiciously. Nothing. Just had something to discuss with the class president. Chunon smiles sweetly. I'll leave you two lovebirds alone. Who's a lovebird? Royale shouts at Chunon's retreating back, but her heart rate is clearly elevated. She turns to me, suddenly shy. Let's eat lunch together? She glances at the other girls in the distance. We're relatively alone out here. This is the most privacy we've had since the teleportation. We eat. It's nice. Quiet. Normal for once. Then Royale grabs my arm as I'm about to head back. Pingsheng, yeah? I like you. There it is. The big one. The confession I've known was coming since middle school. My childhood friend, my protector on this bus, the girl with 90 constitution who could literally crush my skull with her thighs, is standing here with pink cheeks telling me she likes me. I know. I could tell, then. What about you? Her eyes are shining with hope. I also like myself. Her face goes through confusion, hurt, and murder in rapid succession. Kidding. Before she can punch me into orbit, I reach down and take her hand. Her fingers are warm. She freezes. So, Gu Pingsheng, do you actually have feelings for me or not? She puts her free hand on her hip. Demanding. Impatient. Terrified of the answer. Of course I do. Like what? I put on my most serious face. You're beautiful. Your legs are very white. And very long. Her eye twitches. If you like them, I can let you touch them. She mumbles it so quietly she probably thinks I can't hear. Girl, I have 34 constitution. My hearing is doubled. We're standing 2 feet apart. I heard every syllable. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, Madam Study Monitor. There's a condition. What condition? I want to be your girlfriend. And if that's not exclusive, then at minimum I have to be the main one. I stare at her. This isn't Earth anymore. She explains quickly, blushing furiously. No laws. Lots of girls like you. Xiaofeng, Xiaoying, probably others. Asking you to only choose me isn't realistic. but I need to be first. The original. The alpha. You're making me sound like some kind of harem protagonist. But even as I say it, my treacherous brain flashes through images. Xiaofeng's cute shy face. Xiao Ying's identical cute shy face. Xiao Xua's delicate features on that tiny body. Tonger's absolutely criminal proportions. Keek's tanned athletic curves. Shonan's dangerous beauty. My hesitation lasts about 0.4 seconds too long. I knew it. You do like them. You playboy. And then Li Royale, my childhood friend, the strongest warrior on bus 15200. The girl who split a man in half with a fire axe this morning, grabs my face and kisses me. Full on the lips. No warning. No build-up. Just attack. She decided that if she can't beat the competition through patience, she'll beat them through speed. First come, first served. Just like the gas station. I kiss her back. My hands find her waist, impossibly slim considering she could bench press a car. She shivers, but doesn't pull away. We stay like that for a while. When she finally steps back, she's gasping. Her tongue is numb. That I may have been too enthusiastic. As for the flat airport situation up top, well, let's just say I have concerns about future breastfeeding logistics. But that's a problem for another apocalypse. Meanwhile, approximately 200 meters away, a pair of eyes is shattering. Xiaofeng saw everything. Sis, you have to be bolder. The study monitor just kissed him. If you don't move fast, but they're already. Maybe it's just a friendship kiss. And even if it's not, this isn't China anymore. Just go join them. Xiao Ying, stop talking. We get back on the bus after about 30 minutes. Royale and I didn't go further than kissing and some touching. The environment isn't exactly romantic. Desert, zombie blood still on the ground, 40 classmates within earshot. Though I will say, her legs really are that smooth. As advertised. 5 stars. I'll protect you, Pingsheng. She says it so seriously. I'll protect you too, Royale. My hand may or may not drift to her thigh one more time. She doesn't stop me. A promise is a promise, after all. I take the wheel for my driving shift, feeling lighter than I have since this whole thing started. The afternoon passes without any bus stops. Disappointing, but not every stretch of road has goodies. We eat an early dinner at 4 to 5 p.m. since eating in the dark with zombies swarming is not ideal. The trading market, however, delivers. I negotiate hard and trade 2 fuel cans, 10 Cokes, and 3 packs of cigarettes for an energy core. See, I knew those smokes would be worth their weight in gold. Stones I just pick up off the roadside. Free resources lying on the ground. Sometimes survival is glamorous. Iron ingots? Already had those from the convenience store shelves. All materials for the large water condenser. Collected. Player Gu Pingsheng. You have gathered all materials for the large water condenser. Crafted. Yes. The materials glow, float upward, merge together, and transform into a rectangular container right there on the bus. Every girl watches with wide eyes. 20 liters of pure water per day. Extracted from air moisture. For free. Forever. It's not luxury living. 42 people splitting 20 liters means less than 500 milliliters each, but it's the difference between slowly dying of thirst and surviving while I figure out better solutions. The monster is behind us. The zombies come out at night. The road stretches endlessly ahead. But I have a girlfriend now, a water machine, a fire axe-wielding warrior woman, a terrifyingly competent intelligence officer who may or may not have committed murder for me, a 143 centimeters healer who only eats chips, and 39 other girls counting on me to keep driving. Day 2 isn't over yet, but we're still alive. The water condenser looks like a janky water cooler with transparent tubes on top that suck moisture from the air. 20 liters a day, dispensed through a little faucet. Not pretty, but functional. So cool, Xiao Xua's eyes sparkle. Kinda ugly though, Kiki mutters. I announce, 20 liters a day is way more than I can drink alone, so I'm making this public. Anyone who runs out of their own water can use the condenser. YAY, class president is the best, but it's not free. Bus rules, fairness, and equal exchange. You drink, you owe. Class president is the worst. Xiao Xua's emotional range has a 2-second cycle time. Night falls, and it's bad. Last night was scary. Tonight is horrifying. The zombie density has doubled. The entire highway is a carpet of writhing, shambling corpses. When the headlights sweep across them, hundreds of empty and blood-red eyes turn toward us simultaneously. Then they charge, wave after wave smashing into the bus. The sounds are wet, crunching bones, splattering flesh, black blood coating the windshield until you can barely see. The bus shakes with every impact like we're driving through a car wash from hell. Inside, the mood is suffocating. Girls who were chatting earlier have gone silent. Some are crying quietly. Some are whispering about their parents. Will they break through? I miss my mom and dad. The class president will protect us. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Probably. If the durability holds. Late at night, Xiaofang takes the wheel. I told her she should rest, but she insisted she could handle it. Stubborn girl. I'm about to crash in Xiaofang's empty seat when Ruiyao grabs my hand. Let's sit in the back. There are empty seats. She pulls me to the very last row. The new seats from the bus upgrade that nobody has claimed. The night owl girls who are still awake immediately start whispering. The class president and study monitor are going to the back row. Are they together now? SHHHH, they'll hear you. Ruiyao's ears turn pink, but she puffs out her chest, her notably flat chest, with confidence. She's my girlfriend now. She has nothing to hide. Lie down, she says, sitting in the corner seat. Put your head on my lap. The chair is too hard to sleep on. You're serious? I'm your girlfriend. My thighs are your pillow. Take it or leave it. Deal? But tomorrow, my thighs are your pillow. She nods happily. Another excuse for physical contact. Secured. Up front, Xiaofang is driving with her ears cranked to maximum sensitivity, desperately trying to eavesdrop. But we're too far away. She can't hear anything. The frustration is practically visible. I lay my head on Ruiyao's thighs and close my eyes. They're soft. They're warm. She smells amazing. Especially up close. Especially near the upper thigh region. And that is when my body decides to betray me. Because certain involuntary physical reactions are happening and there is nothing I can do about it. My brain is saying, sleep, but my biology is saying, hello, Ruiyao notices. There's a pause. A very long pause. She seems to have an internal debate that lasts approximately 4 seconds. Then she apparently decides that as my girlfriend, certain supportive measures fall within her job description. I'll just say this. The bus bathroom doesn't have a sink, only a toilet that barely flushes. So washing hands afterward required sacrificing a small amount of our precious water supply. Worth it. Moving on. Day 3. 6 a.m. Sign an alarm. I wake up and discover that at some point during the night, Ruiyao toppled over onto me. Her entire upper body is draped across mine, arms wrapped around me, face buried in my chest. She's sleeping like a baby koala. I poke her cheek, then pinch it. Then my hands start wandering to other areas. She wakes up instantly, scrambles off me with a face redder than a fire truck, and looks around in panic to see if anyone noticed. Bold enough to do that in the dark last night, but shy about cuddling in the morning? Women are a mystery I will never solve. Sign-in options for Day 3. Reward 1, 20 random weapons. Reward 2, 200 McDonald's chicken nuggets. Reward 3, 2 water condenser blueprints, regular size. Nuggets? Nuggets? I'm not the McNugget Avenger. Pass. The regular condensers are tempting, but I already have the large one. 2 small ones probably don't even match 1 large. 20 weapons though? We currently have 1 fire axe, Ruiyao's, and my air/skill. That's our entire arsenal for 41 people. 20 weapons would arm nearly half the bus. Reward 1. Easy choice. The system rolls the gacha, and I get 5 fire axes, normal medium grade, 3 long swords, normal low grade, for staffs, normal low grade, 5 daggers, normal low grade, 2 machetes, normal high grade, 1 unlimited chainsaw, normal extreme grade, a chainsaw, an infinite chainsaw, no fuel needed, no battery, just unlimited BRRRRR. The quality tiers go low, medium, high, extreme. This chainsaw is the best possible normal grade weapon. It's the legendary pull from a 20 weapon gacha. The machetes at high grade are no joke either. 20 weapons. From nothing to a small armory in 1 sign-in. Yesterday, I was worried about my girls having to stomp zombies with their bare feet. Today we have swords, axes, daggers, machetes, and a chainsaw that never stops screaming. Day 3 is going to be very different. I pull out the chainsaw first because obviously, this thing is half my height. A beast of a weapon with unlimited self-recharging power. 2 hours of continuous use, 5 hours to recharge. And the best part? Damage is based on the blade's speed and material, not my constitution. Which means anyone could use this thing effectively. But I'm keeping it. Because I'm the class president. And because it's a chainsaw. Royale's eyes go wide. Is that from today's sign-in? Yep. Plus 19 more weapons. I wake everyone up for a distribution meeting. Xiaofang is drooling in her sleep. Like, actual drool running down her chin. When I tap her awake, she frantically wipes her mouth and her sister giggles from the next seat. Once everyone's assembled, I lay out the plan. First, Royale, give me back the fire axe. She hands it over without question. Because what I'm giving her is an upgrade. The two normal high-grade machetes go to Riao and Zhang Kiki. Both have combat-related talents. Royale's 90 constitution swinging a high-grade machete? That's not a weapon, that's a war crime. And Kiki at 3 meters tall with a machete is basically a final boss. Kiki grabs hers with a massive grin. Thanks, class president. I'll protect everyone. Next, fire axes, normal medium grade. 5 total. 1 each to Chunan, Tong'er, Xiaoxue, Xiaofang, and Xiaoying. Xiaofang looks like I just handed her a diamond ring. And me? Really? A girl speaks up. I get Chunan and Xiaoxue getting axes, they're class officers. But Xiaofang and Xiaoying aren't. They drive the bus every day. Xiaofang charged into the convenience store first on day 1 and nearly died. She's earned it, the class murmurs agreement. She did face those zombies head on, and she drives overnight shifts. It's the class president's rewards anyway. He can give them to whoever he wants. I glance at Li Zhan. She's bigger than most girls. I've actually seen her at the gym back at university. She'd be decent with an axe. But she was literally pulling Xiaofang's hair 2 days ago. Trust needs more than one good day to build. I keep the last fire axe for myself as backup. Chainsaw runs out of juice. Air slash on cooldown. Axe becomes my plan C. Remaining weapons. 3 long swords. For staffs, 5 daggers. These go to yesterday's volunteer girls. Li Zhan grabs a long sword. Yang Jiesin, the girl who got teleported mid-bathroom break on day 1, takes 1 too. Wang Jiechi, the taekwondo girl, or as her friend calls it, make the mugger laugh, style, gets the 3rd. 5 weapons left, 2 staffs and 3 daggers. These 5 are reserved for the next batch of first-time volunteers. Want a weapon? Come down at the next station. Several girls who've been sitting on the bus for 2 days straight suddenly look very interested. The incentive structure is working beautifully. Courage gets rewarded, cowardice gets left behind. Sui Wearer, Xiaoxue's 148 centimeters bestie, the second shortest girl in class, shoots to her feet. I'll go. Xiaoxue looks concerned. Yuer, you're so short. Are you sure? Excuse me? You're shorter than me. But I have a healing talent. So what? I can protect you. And I'm out of water. I can't keep mooching off you forever. She's right. Most non-officer girls have already burned through their water and are trading food for sips. The resource gap between those who explore and those who don't is growing fast. What weapon do you want? Staff, please. The staff is taller than she is. She looks like a wizard's apprentice. A very tiny, very angry wizard's apprentice. For more girls volunteer and claim the remaining weapons. The class's combat readiness just went from 1 girl with an axe and a guy with a skill on cooldown to a genuinely armed squad. Not an army, but not helpless either. Then Shonan drops a concerning observation. Class president, have you noticed? Yesterday at this time, all the zombies were already gone. But today, the sun is up and there are still some wandering around. I look outside. She's right. Scattered zombies are still visible even though dawn has broken. They're thinning out, but they're there. If the pattern keeps worsening. What happens when zombies start appearing during the day? I checked durability. Down to 13 out of 20. 7 points lost in 1 night. I burned 7 iron ingots to patch it back up. 7 ingots per night just to keep the bus alive. That's not sustainable forever. At 6:50, the last zombies finally vanish. I exhale. Time to get off the bus. Second engine shut down incoming. Day 3. Armed, dating the strongest girl on the bus, sitting on a growing water supply, and carrying a chainsaw. But the nights are getting darker, the zombies are getting thicker, and the monster behind us hasn't even caught up yet. This is still just the beginning. Everybody off. Shutdown number 2 is coming. The bus parks. 41 girls pour out into the morning air. I crack open a Coke and a bread roll for breakfast. Nice and simple. Then the wind hits. Why is it colder than yesterday? I'm shivering. Me, the guy with 34 constitution. Xiao Xue is behind me and Ruyao using us as a human windshield, her tiny body covered in goosebumps. C-class president. You and the study monitor are tall. Block the wind for me. Other girls are huddling, begging friends for jackets, getting sand blown into their eyes and mouths. It's miserable. Then Shunan drops a weather bomb. It's 11 degrees today. Yesterday at this time it was 15. That's a 4-degree drop in one day. Everyone goes quiet. Kiki tries to joke. Haha, it's not like a cold front is coming, right? Nobody laughs. I do the math in my head. If it drops 4 degrees every day, in 3 days we'd be at negative temperatures. Most girls are wearing summer clothes, tank tops, shorts, thin dresses. Ruoyao, Kiki, and I have high enough constitution to handle cold. But girls with 5 to 8 constitution standing outside in freezing weather? They'd literally die. We need to find warm clothing. Add it to the priority list alongside food, water, and fuel. Great. Another survival crisis to juggle. My to-do list is getting longer than my inventory. Engine shutdown duration, 7 minutes. Only 7 minutes this time. Yesterday was 35. The randomness is terrifying. Imagine getting a 35-minute shutdown when it's below zero. You'd freeze to death waiting for your own bus to stop being haunted. During the brief shutdown, Li Jun approaches me. Ruoyao immediately steps in front of me like a bodyguard. She gives Li Jun the "I will yindi you" stare. After the bullying incident, Li Jun is basically persona non grata on this bus. Class president. I'm out of water. Can I borrow 1 bottle? Part of me wants to say no. This girl made Xiaofang and Xiaoying's lives miserable for years. She pulled Xiaofang's hair in front of me. My protective instincts towards Xiaofang are screaming, let the bully go thirsty, but she's still my passenger. And she did volunteer at the gas station. And fairness means fairness for everyone, even people I don't like. Fine, but you pay it back. Her eyes light up. Actual gratitude. Maybe the first genuine emotion I've seen from her. One more thing. Next station, I want you looking out for Xiaofang and Xiaoying. Protect them. This is your chance to make things right. She bows. An actual deep bow. I understand, class president. I really am sorry for what I did. She runs off. Royale gives me a complicated look. Half, you're too kind, and half, I respect that. Back on the bus, the water crisis becomes impossible to ignore. Girl after girl comes to me asking to borrow water. The non-officers have basically run dry. Their original supplies were mostly snacks with low water content, and 2 days of desert survival has drained everything. I have the most water on the bus thanks to my day 1 sign-in, my convenience store raid, and the condenser that's already generated about 10 liters overnight. But even MY supply isn't infinite with 40 people constantly borrowing. This can't continue, Royale says quietly. I know, and then I remember something worse. Today is day 3, the last day of the newbie protection period. Whatever changes after today, I don't want to think about it. Faster monster? Daytime zombies? Harsher weather? The system hasn't told us what happens after protection ends, and the mystery is scarier than any answer. Ding. Driver Gu Pingsheng, your next stop is Huanggang Station. There is a village called Huanggang Village nearby. A village? That's new. Everything so far has been single buildings, a store, a gas station. An entire village could mean serious supplies. Or serious danger. I asked Chunan to scan it. She closes her eyes. Opens them looking serious. The intel is complicated this time. Huanggang Station itself has a treasure chest, black iron medium grade, which is a tier above normal quality. Could have amazing loot inside. But there are 3 rotting corpses guarding the station. Not regular zombies. Rotting corpses. 1 is normal upper grade. 2 are normal medium grade. Tougher than anything we've fought so far. And here's the interesting twist. These corpses aren't trying to kill us. They want to ride. Their goal is to get to Huanggang Village. If we help them get there, we earn 6 bus coins. If we kill them instead, we might get coins from the drops, or we might get nothing. 6 guaranteed coins versus gambling on drops from a harder fight. So, what's the situation? Xiaoxue asks, swinging her dangling feet. Xiaonan is still processing. Rotting corpses, a treasure chest, a village, and a choice. Cooperate with monsters or fight them. This world keeps getting weirder. 3 days ago, I was reading survival novels on my phone in bed. Now I'm driving a bus full of armed college girls through a freezing desert, dating my childhood friend, carrying a chainsaw, and about to negotiate public transportation services with the undead. Normal Tuesday, really. Shonan shares the intel, and immediately the debate starts. Rotting corpses? What even are those? Different from zombies. Probably just fancier zombies. What if we get actual juncture next? The hopping kind? Don't worry, the class president and study monitor can handle 3 corpses easy. Plus we have weapons now. But Shonan shakes her head. No, we should not kill them. She explains the whole deal. 3 rotting corpses want a ride to Huanggang village. Drop them off, get 6 bus coins guaranteed. Kill them? Maybe get coins from drops, maybe get nothing. And they're stronger than anything we've fought. One is normal upper grade with 43 constitution. That's higher than MY stats. Shin Tonger remembers something. Wait, the original rules said don't let dangerous passengers board. Does this mean some passengers are supposed to board? But are these corpses dangerous? Royale asks. Shunan's verdict, my divine insight recommends picking them up. I don't think they count as dangerous. I make the call. We trust Shunan. Pick them up, open the treasure chest, drive to the village. Xiaoshua's delicate little face scrunches up in pure horror. We're letting dead things ride our bus? Relax. Any problems are on me and Shunan. Shunan nods firmly. If something goes wrong, I take responsibility. 10 minutes later, we arrive at Huanggang Station. It's nothing like the convenience store or gas station, just a bare platform with a sign, a black treasure chest in the center, and 3 figures standing motionless on top. The rotting corpses look different from zombies. No red eyes, no twisted postures, no snarling. They're just standing there in torn clothes with decomposing skin, staring at our approaching bus with empty, patient eyes. Like the world's creepiest commuters waiting for the 7:15. Kiki is driving, and she's gripping the wheel so hard her knuckles are white. Royale and I flank her, weapons ready. Door opens, and the 3 corpses line up, single file. They queue, like civilized passengers. One after another, they shuffle aboard with their stiff legs, walk past us without a glance, find the empty seats in the back, and sit down together. Polite, orderly. Better manners than some living passengers I've had on public transit. The smell, however, is a biological weapon. Concentrated death rot fills the entire bus instantly. Girls are pinching their noses, gagging, throwing windows open. Half of them flee to the front rows to escape the stench zone. I'm white-knuckling my chainsaw the entire time. One wrong move, and I'll turn these passengers into confetti. Royale has her machete in a death grip beside me. But the corpses don't care about us at all. They just sit and stare, like empty mannequins. Now I understand why the bus upgrade gave us extra seats. It wasn't for comfort. It was for undead hitchhikers. This game planned for zombie Uber. I hop off to grab the treasure chest. Resource chest, black iron medium grade. Can drop normal, black iron, or bronze quality resources. Higher chance of black iron. I crack it open. Golden light. Items rain out. A skill book. 2 cards. 3 crystals. A blueprint. Loot. Skill book. Enhanced strike. Normal extreme grade. Next attack deals massive bonus damage. 90-second cooldown stamina attribute card. 1 stamina agility attribute card. 10 agility, black iron grade. Energy cores times 3 water condenser blueprint times 1. So much stuff. Black iron chests are amazing, Xiaoxua squeals. Shunan pours cold water. Actually, his luck wasn't great. A black iron medium chest should drop mostly black iron items. Almost everything here is normal grade. Only the agility card is black iron, and it's the lowest tier. Thanks for the reality check, Shunan. Really feeling the support. So who gets this stuff? Kiki asks, starting the bus toward the village. Every girl looks at me. This is a leadership moment. Distribute wrong, and people get resentful. Distribute right, and the team gets stronger. Everything goes to Royale. Royale's jaw drops. All of it. Pingsheng, that's too much. She's our strongest fighter. Making her stronger makes everyone safer. The skill book enhanced strike combined with her 10 times constitution multiplier? She could probably damage black iron grade monsters. Shunan backs me up instantly. Agreed. The math supports it. Enhanced strike on top of 90 constitution could output damage beyond anything we currently have. It's the optimal strategic choice. Kiki nods. Makes sense to me. Nobody argues. When the logic is that clean, Even jealousy takes a back seat. Royale uses both cards. Agility jumps from 11 to 21, stamina from 10 to 11. Then she opens the skill book and starts learning. It takes 10 minutes, which is perfect. The village is 15 minutes away at max speed. Her eyes go glassy as combat knowledge downloads directly into her brain. She mutters something about feeling like she's growing new brain cells. Meanwhile, I glance at the corpses. Shinon already scanned the strongest one. Rotting corpse, normal upper grade constitution, 43 agility, 7 stamina, 75 spirit, 0 won't attack unless provoked, wants to return to its hometown of Huanggang village. Time limit. Deliver within 25 minutes. Reward per corpse. 2 bus coins. Constitution 43. Higher than mine. If these things turned hostile, it'd be a genuine fight. Good thing they just want to go home. Kinda sad, actually. Dead creatures just trying to return to where they lived. There might be a heartwarming story buried under all that rotting flesh. Too bad I'm about to ruin it. Because Luo Xiaoxue, our 143 centimeters, chip-addicted, baby-faced healer, just turned around with the most evil grin I have ever seen on a human being under 150 centimeters. Hehe. I have an idea. Everyone looks at her. The study monitor killed a zombie dog yesterday and got a bus coin, right? So killing strong monsters has a chance of dropping coins. Yes, I told you guys this already, Royale says. Slow. Xiaoxue's eyes gleam like a cartoon villain. Why don't we deliver them to the village, collect the 6 coins for the delivery, and then kill them for the drop coins too? The bus goes silent. This tiny angel-faced healer child just proposed a taxi then murder scheme. Pick up the passengers, drive them to their destination, collect the fare, then butcher them at the doorstep of their ancestral home. Double dipping. Scamming the dead. Every girl stares at Xiaoxue. Xiaoxue cackles. I am genuinely scared of this 143 centimeters gremlin. And also, she might be a genius. Everyone stares at Xiaoxue after her. Deliver then murder. Proposal. The silence is loud. This tiny child just suggested we scam the undead. Use them for the fare, then harvest them for parts. It's like calling an Uber and the driver stabs you when you reach your destination. Xiaoxue lifts her chin proudly, her adorable little face radiating. Praise me. I'm brilliant. Energy. Shunan's eyes light up. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We get the 6 coins for delivery and whatever drops from killing them. Double reward. Kiki raises a hand. Wait, why can't we just kill them now and get both rewards? Because Divine Insight says it doesn't work that way. If we kill them before delivery, the 6 coin reward vanishes. The system only pays on completion. Kill first, no fair. Deliver first, then kill. Both rewards. The game literally incentivizes being a backstabbing taxi driver. This world's moral compass was designed by a psychopath. Then it's settled. We deliver, collect, then eliminate. I feel a tiny pang of conscience. These corpses literally queued up politely and sat in their seats without bothering anyone. They just want to go home. Sorry, Corpse Brothers' business is business. 15 minutes later, a fork in the road appears. 3 paths. A sign points left. Huanggang Village, 200 meters. Shunan scans all 3 routes before we commit. Route 1, left, Huanggang Village, extreme danger. Do not enter the village interior unless you want everyone to die. Her face goes pale when she reads that one. Route 2, middle low danger. Next station about 300 kilometers ahead. Route 3, right medium danger. Zombie tide at night. Level 1 buses would be destroyed, but our level 2 should survive. We go left, drop the corpses at the village entrance, and leave immediately. Nobody steps inside. Nobody. Kiki drives us down Route 1. The scenery changes from endless desert to something much worse. An old wooden sign hangs crooked from a rotting post. Huanggang Village, in faded, twisted characters. Behind the sign, thick fog rolls and churns, swallowing the outlines of buildings into ghostly shadows. The world goes dead silent. No wind, no sound, like the fog is eating noise itself. It's the most terrifying thing I've seen since arriving in this world. And I've fought zombies. Then the system punches me. Player Gu Pingxing, witnessing disturbing scene. Spirit power -20. 20 points of sanity gone just from looking at a village entrance? And it's worse for others. Li Royale, spirit power -40. Lin Xunan, spirit power -30. Every girl who looked at the village got hit. Some lost 20, some 30, some 40. Remember, below 50 spirit you get dizzy, below 20 you go insane, and at 0 your brain dies. What I asked this place, I mutter. Royale is at 60 spirit now. She was at 100 this morning. One glance at a foggy village cost her almost half. We need to go. Now, she's genuinely scared. Shinon tries to scan the village interior, but hits a wall. Her stamina is at 3 out of 9. She's been using divine insight all morning, and she's running on fumes. I can't investigate further. My body won't let me. All I know is what I already told you. This place is extremely dangerous. Door opens. The 3 corpses stand, shuffle off the bus in single file, still polite, still orderly, and begin their slow walk toward the fog. Ding. Driver Gu Pingxing. 3 rotting corpses delivered to Huanggang Village. Passenger mission complete. Reward, 6 bus coins. Zone 6 broadcast. Player Gu Pingxing is the first driver in Zone 6 to complete a passenger delivery. Reward. Title, Model Driver, 20 attribute points. First in the zone again. And 20 attribute points this time. That's 4 times what I got for the bus upgrade achievement. The title is interesting too. Title, Model Driver, Special Grade. Passengers who board will naturally feel goodwill toward you. Reduced chance of passengers causing trouble on the bus. So future monster passengers will be FRINDLIR because of this title? That's actually huge for safety. But I can't celebrate yet. I have corpses to betray. Royale and I step off the bus. I grip the unlimited chainsaw. She readies her machete and her freshly learned enhanced strike. The 3 corpses are shuffling toward the village entrance. One of them, maybe because of my new model driver title, actually turns around and gives me a little nod. Like a friendly goodbye. Like, thanks for the ride, buddy. I pull the chainsaw's trigger. BRRRRRRR. The deafening mechanical scream rips through the silent fog as I swing the spinning blade directly at the corpse that just nodded at me. The corpse. Sorry, man. You nodded at the wrong bus driver. The chainsaw hits the corpse that just nodded at me and slices it clean in half at the waist. The 2 halves fall apart, and the upper body starts crawling toward me like a horror movie scene. Nope. Second swing. Head off. Done. 1 bus, coin drops from the body. Kaching. Royale blitzes the second corpse. Silver arc of machete. Head flies off before the thing can even react. No coin drop, though. Can't win them all. The 3rd corpse screams in rage and charges us. Bad timing for it, because Royale just finished learning Enhanced Strike about 5 minutes ago, and she is itching to test it. She activates the skill. Her entire body glows with power. She raises the machete overhead and brings it down on the corpse's skull with the force of a meteorite. The corpse splits in half. Perfectly. Vertically. Top to bottom. Like someone unzipped it. 2 symmetrical halves fall in opposite directions, spilling everything inside onto the road. 90 Constitution. 10 times multiplier. Enhanced strike bonus. High-grade machete. That corpse didn't die. It got deleted. Another coin drops. 2 total from the kills, plus 6 from the delivery. 8 coins from 1 pit stop. Xiao Xue's evil taxi murder scheme netted us 2 extra coins. The gremlin was right. Back on the bus, she's bouncing with anticipation. Did you get coins? 2. Your plan worked perfectly. Hee hee. I told you. My idea was brilliant and you called me evil. Yes, yes, Xiao Xue is brilliant. Xiao Xue is a genius. I reach out and ruffle her hair without thinking. She doesn't dodge. Instead, her big pretty eyes half close and she leans into it slightly, like a cat being petted, complete with a tiny satisfied expression. I think I just discovered this creature's weakness. Head pats. She's weak to head pats. Pinch. Royale reaches under my shirt and twists the skin on my waist. I flinch. I look at her. She's giving me the "you're petting other girls in front of your girlfriend" face. I lean into her ear and whisper, "Jealous? I'll pet you plenty tonight. Deal?" She goes bright red, remembering what happened last night, and gives me an embarrassed glare that says, "I hate you, but also yes, please." Xiao Xue notices the weird energy shift, sticks her tongue out, mutters, "Pervert," blushes slightly, and runs. Xiaofeng watches the whole scene from a distance. Her eyes are full of longing. She also wants head pats. She wants head pats so bad. But she's too shy to come within 3 meters of me when Riyao is around. We U-turn away from creepy Huanggang Village and head for Route 2. Low danger, Next station 300 kilometers ahead. Route 3 had a zombie tide at night, which would chew through our iron ingot reserves. We can't afford that right now. Time to distribute those 20 attribute points from the model driver achievement. I think carefully. Using skills costs stamina. So does driving all day. Agility determines escape speed. Constitution is still king, but I can't ignore the supporting stats anymore. Final split. 10 to Constitution, 5 to Agility, 5 to Stamina. With my driver's double bonus, that's actually 20 Constitution. Updated stats. Constitution, 54, base 27, doubled. Agility, 18 Stamina, 16 Spirit, 80/100 Skill, Air/Title. Model driver 54 Constitution. 5 times a normal adult. Getting closer to Royale's level, though she's still in a completely different galaxy. One 10-point Constitution card for her becomes 100 points. The gap is mathematically unfair. I check the chat channel. Everyone's losing their minds over the passenger delivery concept. What? You can pick up passengers on this thing. Bro, they're corpses. You're asking us to give dead things a bus ride. This Gu Pingxin guy is insane. He bet his whole bus on zombie passengers. 2 zone first achievements? This dude is built different. Bet? It wasn't a bet. It was calculated. All thanks to Chionan's intelligence. Speaking of whom, Chionan, you basically earned everything we got at Huanggang Station. What do you want as payment? She perks up and scrolls through the module shop with me. Her eyes land on something. If you can get to 20 bus coins, buy me a bedroom. A bedroom? For the 6 of us drivers. A shared room where we can actually lie down and sleep. I've been sleeping sitting upright for 3 days and my back is staging a revolution. That's actually really practical. The chairs are torture devices disguised as furniture. A room with actual beds would massively improve driving rotation quality. Then Chionan's eyes flash with mischief. She glances at Royale, then back at me. Plus, it would give you and the study monitor some private space. Royale.exe has stopped working. QQ Chionan. What are you saying? I'm also frozen. This is the woman who silently murdered Huang Ting with a fire axe 4 hours ago, and now she's playing matchmaker with a straight face? Lin Chionan, war strategist, intelligence operative, cold-blooded executioner, and apparently wingwoman. I need 11 more bus coins for that bedroom. And honestly, I need it pretty badly. These chairs really are killing my back. But that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Chionan decides now is the perfect time to stir the pot. Oh, so you and the study monitor aren't together? In that case, class president, you're the only guy in our class, and you're quite impressive. Mind if I pursue you? She says this with the most innocent smile imaginable. The same smile she wore walking out of that convenience store with a fire axe. Royale nearly detonates. Absolutely not. But that's not really your decision, is it? It's up to the class president. Right, class president? She throws me a flirty look and I genuinely cannot tell if this woman is joking, scheming, or conducting a psychological experiment. Here's what I know about Lin Chionan. She scored 680 on the college entrance exam and chose preschool education. She eliminated a security threat with a fire axe and came back smiling. She's the smartest and most dangerous person on this bus. Do I think she actually likes me? No. She's too calculating for that. She's testing Royale, establishing social dynamics, or just entertaining herself. Possibly all 3 simultaneously. Relax, relax. I'm kidding. Look how panicked you are. Study monitor. Royale is breathing like she just ran a marathon. So we're agreed. 20 bus coins for a bedroom. Deal? Deal, I say. Sleeping on these chairs is genuinely destroying my spine. Royale's face goes pink. She's not thinking about spines. She's thinking about private space. Yeah, me too. But for sleep reasons. Obviously. Mostly. At noon, I park for lunch and hit the trading market hard. The newbie protection period ends tomorrow, and I have a bad feeling. The temperature is dropping every day. The sun feels weaker than yesterday, even at peak noon. The chat channel confirms other drivers have noticed too. I trade aggressively. Food, cigarettes, and alcohol for iron ingots, wood, leather, and other upgrade materials. Turns out cigarettes are worth more than water in the trading economy. 1 pack of smokes buys more iron than a bottle of water. Every pack I grabbed from those convenience stores was an investment that's now paying dividends. I collect the upgrade tax from all 41 girls, 1 food item each. Nobody argues anymore. Even the reluctant ones handed over. The system works. Materials loaded. Upgrade button pressed. The bus transforms. Again, 20 meters long now. 5 meters wide. That's wider than an entire traffic lane. This isn't a bus anymore. It's a mobile fortress. The bloodstains and zombie chunks from last night. Gone. The exterior is now smooth, clean metal. Bus level 3. Peace. 15200 speed. 60 kilometers per hour. Tripled from day 1. Durability. 30/30 its quality. Normal medium new feature. Boost. Double speed for 5 minutes. Once per day new blueprint. Furnace. Black iron upper grade. The furnace can cook food and smelt metals. Environmentally friendly too. No toxic fumes in enclosed spaces. It needs stone, iron, firestone, and an energy core to build. The boost function is basically a panic button. Monster getting too close? Nitro. Zombie horde blocking the road. Nitro. 5 minutes of 120 kilometers per hour that could save our lives exactly when we need it most. Seats. Now 58. Tons of empty space for modules like bedrooms and extra bathrooms. Level 4 needs 100 iron ingots, 10 steel, new material, 3 energy cores, and 10 bus coins. Steel is available on the market, so that's manageable. The bus coins are the bottleneck. I only have 9. Then a girl with short yellow-dyed hair saunters up to me. Hey, class president. She slaps my shoulder all casual-like. This is Zhao Yuding. The class's resident, spiritual little sister, bold personality, good grades, surprisingly. Top-tier figure rivaling Chionan's, but dresses in low-cut tops and tight skirts. Rumor has it she's had a few boyfriends. Huangting's old clique used to spread nasty rumors about her, but Zhao Yuding never bothered fighting back. Just vibed through it all like a honey badger. Yuding? What's up? I heard you have cigarettes. My nicotine craving is killing me. Can I borrow a pack and a lighter? What are you offering in exchange? She slides closer. Her chest is millimeters from my arm. A wave of perfume, still potent after 3 days of apocalypse, hits my nose like a floral sledgehammer. How is this girl still fragrant? Did the scent permanently bond with her DNA? Oh, class president, I can compensate you however you want. Just name it. Her eyes are doing that heavy-lidded seductive thing. And I can see her internal calculation clear as day. The class officers run the bus. The class president runs the officers. Therefore, dating the class president equals survival VIP pass. She's not dumb. She's figured out the power structure in 3 days and is going straight for the top. If this bus were a kingdom, she'd be applying for the queen position. No thanks. I casually pull my arm away from the danger zone. Class president, are you saying I'm dirty? I'm actually a virgin. You know, sure you are, Yudingjia. I give her a pack anyway. I have dozens. 1 pack isn't worth a whole negotiation. Pay me back with equal value supplies later. Go explore the next station. Thanks, class president. I'll definitely pay you back. And the offer stands. If you ever want company, I'm available. I really am a first-timer. Believe me, she shouts this retreating because she spotted Ruyao approaching with murder in her eyes. Smart girl. Excellent threat detection instincts. Would have been eaten alive if she'd stayed 2 more seconds. Ruyao arrives at my side and watches Zhao Yuding's retreating figure with the expression of a woman mentally sharpening her machete. 3 days into the apocalypse, I am apparently the king of a 41-person nation. The class officers are my inner cabinet. Every resource, every trade, every decision flows through me. I have the power to expel anyone with a single word. Girls are competing for my attention like it's a dating show filmed during the end of the world. All I wanted was to graduate with a preschool teaching degree and read web novels on my phone. The universe had very different plans. What were you two talking about just now? Royale asks this in that casual tone women use when they are not casual at all. She definitely heard Zhao Yuding shouting about first times across the entire bus station. I pull her into a hug before she can escalate. She just wanted to borrow a cigarette. Relax, my little vinegar jar. Humph. You flirt with every flower you see, and I can't even be jealous. In my defense, every flower on this bus is female. It's botanically unavoidable. We stand there hugging for a while like a couple in a drama. She's soft. She smells incredible. My body temperature is rising dangerously. That bedroom is becoming less of a luxury and more of a medical necessity. Then Lin Xiaonan, professional chaos agent, shouts to the entire class. Everyone look. The class president and study monitor. Within seconds, 20-something girls are gathered at a respectful distance, watching us like we're a zoo exhibit. Oh my God, they're so cute. I'm dying. I knew they were together. Their hands are going everywhere. I'm getting second-hand heat stroke. Justin, you little beaker. I am not a beaker. Royale freezes in my arms when she hears the crowd. She tries to pull away. I hold her tighter. Ignore them. They're just jealous of you. She thinks about it for exactly 1 second, then puffs up with pride and stays in the hug. She even sticks her chest out, though given the proportions, this is more of a symbolic gesture. The girl's commentary gets increasingly inappropriate. Something about how our existence is inconveniencing the class president and study monitor. Full sun, full stomachs, full romantic energy. These girls haven't had access to their phones or social media in 3 days. Watching my love life is their entertainment now. After 30 minutes of lunch break and public cuddling, we get moving again. Then the system pings me. Next stop, Insuin Station. Insuin literally means dark village. Nothing ominous about that at all. Chinon scans it, and her face goes white. This station's difficulty rating is extreme. The bus goes silent. There's a creature on the platform. A bronze medium grade evil ghost. It's not a passenger. It doesn't want to ride. Its goal is to trick buses into stopping and opening their doors. Once inside, it EATS everyone. Every girl's face drains of color. Xiaoxua puffs her cheeks angrily. That's so unfair. It's using our kindness against us. Pretending to be a passenger just to eat people. The good news, Xiaonan continues, is that if we just don't stop, don't open the door, and drive past on the far side of the road, it can't do anything. Rules bind it to the station. And the bad news? If we could kill it, it drops 50 bus coins. 50. That's enough for 2 bedrooms or massive module purchases. The temptation is real. But then Shonan drops the ghost stats. Its constitution is 320 points. 320. I'm at 54. Royale is at 90. Combined with enhanced strike, she might hit the equivalent of 200-something in burst damage. The ghost has 320 base. The difficulty rating is extreme because our entire bus at full combat strength would struggle against it, Chunan says. We can handle black iron extreme grade at best, thanks to Royale. But bronze is 2 full tiers above normal. We're not ready, so the plan is simple. Drive past. Don't stop. Don't even look at it funny. Royale, stay on the left side of the road. Maximum distance from the platform. Do not stop. Got it. 10 minutes later, we see it. A massive humanoid shape standing on the station platform. Pitch black body. Red eyes glowing like coals. The air around it feels wrong. Heavy, oppressive, like the atmosphere itself is scared of this thing. It waves at our bus. A friendly little wave. Hey there. Stop for me. I'm just a normal passenger. 320 constitution of pure evil doing a cute little pick-me-up gesture. Player Gu Pingxing. Witnessing terrifying ghost. Spirit power -3. 3 points just from seeing it through the window at maximum distance. The girls closer to the windows lose even more. This thing radiates psychological damage like a walking horror movie. It's waving at us. Kiki whispers, horrified. It's smart enough to wave. This is why Chunan is our most valuable player, I say. Without her intel, any bus would see a passenger waving, stop to pick it up, and get slaughtered. We cruise past without slowing down. The ghost watches us go. Those red eyes track the bus until we're out of sight. 50 bus coins. Left on the table. It hurts. But being alive hurts less than being dead. Now here's the part that makes me sick. About an hour later, another bus reaches the same station. A company sales department from Shenzhen. Their driver is the department manager, a scumbag named Chen Jinxing who's been using the apocalypse as an excuse to assault the attractive female employees. In the open, in front of everyone. Anyone who resists gets expelled from the bus. Right now, there's a woman sitting on his lap, naked, crying silently. And he doesn't care. His assistant tells him about the passenger concept trending on the chat channel. How some guy named Gu Pingxing got rewards for picking up passengers. The ghost waves at them. Chen Jinxing thinks it over. One monster. 40-something people. Even if it gets rowdy, his crew can handle it, right? Every monster they've fought so far has been weak. Let it on. If it causes trouble, we kill it. The door opens. The ghost steps aboard. It smiles. and in one instant, it shreds the woman on Chun Jinxing's lap into pieces. Her blood sprays across his face. 320 constitution. He never had a chance. Nobody on that bus had a chance. And they'll never know that the bus that passed an hour earlier had a girl who could see the truth. A girl with a gentle smile and the coldest judgment on the entire highway. Thank God for Lin Xiaonan. Thank God we didn't stop. Then the zone-wide announcement hits like a bomb. Zone 6 broadcast. Player Chen Jinxing is the first bus driver in Zone 6 to suffer total party wipe. Warning: picking up passengers carries risk. Ensure passengers are safe or that you can handle them. Total party wipe. An entire bus. 40-something people. All dead. The girls go completely silent. The chatting stops. The snacking stops. Even Xiaoxua puts down her chips, and that girl doesn't stop eating for anything. Based on my guess, I say carefully, this is probably related to a dangerous passenger. Like that ghost at Insuan Station. The broadcast literally warns about passenger risk. Royale exhales. Thank God for Xiaonan. Without her, we could have been that bus. Some girls start crying. Will that happen to US? This world is so horrible. I miss school. I want my mom and dad. Xiaofeng stands up, voice bright despite the gloom. Everyone, don't worry. We have the class president and the class officers. We'll definitely be safe. Zhao Yuding chimes in too, tossing me a flirty wink. That's right. With the class president, as long as we listen to him, we'll survive. His talents are incredible. I pretend I didn't see the wink. Royale definitely did though. I can feel the temperature drop from her direction. Someone mentions our class advisor, MS. Jiang Mingyue. 28. Gorgeous. Ice Queen personality on the outside, but secretly caring. I used to run errands for her, and she'd slip me 100 or 2 yuan each time. Called her Jiang Jia in private. I wonder if she's in Zone 6 somewhere. Probably with the faculty team. I wonder too. And my parents, still overseas when the teleportation hit. And Royale's Aunt Lin, who basically raised me. Everyone has someone to worry about. Xiaonan breaks the spiral gently. Worrying won't help them. Our families are probably more worried about US. The best thing we can do is stay alive. She's right. As usual. Night falls. Zombies spawn. The familiar routine of swerving, bumping, and trying not to lose durability points. Then, half an hour in, something new. A massive shape appears in the headlights. Over 2 meters tall. Built like a refrigerator had a baby with a nightmare. Its right arm is grotesquely oversized, thick as its entire torso. Its left arm is a withered stick. Red eyes lock onto the bus. Grahhhh. The ground shakes as it charges. This thing isn't shambling. It's sprinting. Directly at us. Mutant zombie. This is new. This is very new. Watch out, Xiaonan screams. It's called a charger zombie. Black iron low grade. Constitution, 63. It rams vehicles and people, 63. Higher than me, though still below Royale's 90. No time to dodge. This bus is a huge target, and the charger is closing fast. But you know what? I just upgraded to level 3. I have a brand new boost button that I've been saving. And 63 constitution versus a steel bus going 120 kilometers per hour? Let's find out who's harder. I slam the boost. The engine roars. The speed doubles instantly. 60 becomes 120 kilometers per hour. The entire bus lurches forward like a launched missile. Wind screams past the windows. Every girl grabs her seat. The charger and the bus are playing chicken. Closer, 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 boom. The impact is violent. The windshield cracks into a spider web of fractures. The charger gets launched like a rag doll, then disappears under the wheels. The bus bounces and shakes as we drive over it. Girls scream. Something crunches beneath us that I choose not to think about. Then silence. I check the rearview mirror. The charger is on the ground behind us, twitching, unable to get up. 2 bus coins and a black treasure chest sit next to its dying body. Treasure. Coins. Right there. But zombies are swarming everywhere. Going out to collect is suicide. I have to let it go. My heart aches. 2 coins and a chest, lost to the night. Durability check, dropped from 30 to 27. 3 points from 1 collision. Normal zombies? You can hit 100 before losing 1 point. This thing costs 3 in a single impact. If I hit 10 chargers in one night without repairing? Bus dead. Us dead. Everything dead. I spend 3 iron ingots to fix it back to 30. Is Is this what happens when the newbie protection period ends? Kiki whispers, face pale. Probably just a preview, I say. But honestly, I don't know. And that scares me more than the charger did. Xiaoxue clutches her chest. I thought we were going to die. Suyuera, equally pale. If the bus was still level 1, we'd be paced right now. She's right. A level 1 bus with 10 durability and 20 kilometers per hour speed? That charger would have gone through it like paper. The rest of the night is mercifully normal. Regular zombies only. I drive carefully, dodging when possible, and eventually hand the wheel to Xiaofeng at midnight. I find a back seat and collapse. Royale sits beside me, and I pull her into my arms. She rests her head on my shoulder. Today was my turn to be your pillow, remember? Thank you, Pingsheng. She settles her head onto my lap, smiling softly. Sweet. Intimate. Peaceful. Then her head lands, and she flinches. Something is poking her. She looks up at me. I look down at her. Neither of us says a word. In my defense, she is lying on my lap. And she's warm. And she smells amazing. And we've been dating for exactly 1 day. And I am a 20-year-old male with 54 constitutions worth of blood flow. This is biology. I am a victim. Royale, me. Day 3 ends with my girlfriend's head on my lap and neither of us acknowledging the elephant in the room. Or rather, the flagpole. 11 more bus coins until we get that bedroom. I have never needed anything more urgently in my entire life. Royale sits back up with a face that could boil water. I can't really sleep like this. She glances downward. Can you blame me? My girlfriend is gorgeous. This is just biology. Who's your girlfriend? Shameless. She says this while visibly glowing with happiness. Women are fascinating creatures. We're flirting, hands wandering, enjoying the dark privacy of the back row when, hello everyone. It's me, the Heavenly Tao, the one who brought you to this wonderful bus world. Every sleeping girl jolts awake. Royale and I snap to attention like we got caught by a teacher. Good news. The newbie protection period is officially over. Exciting, right? Xiaoxue stands on her seat and screams. Exciting your mother. You shameless Heavenly Tao. Suyuera yanks her down. Xiaoxue, quiet. What if it hears you and strikes you with lightning? Xiaoxue immediately shrinks, looking left and right nervously. Bravery, gone. Chip-fueled courage, depleted. I know many of you are cursing me, but you should know, I genuinely hope you survive. Here are the 3-day statistics. Out of 10 billion players, 500 million have died. 90,000 buses have been wiped out. However, 400 million of those deaths were elderly people, infants, the severely ill, and disabled individuals who couldn't survive the journey. Your death rate should have been 1%. It was your species' weakness and cruelty that pushed it to 5%. I sigh. The Heavenly Tao isn't wrong. Most deaths are from internal fighting. People like Zhang Zihao. People like Chen Jianxing. Drivers who became dictators, expelled anyone who disagreed, and turned attractive women into property. Humanity's biggest enemy in the apocalypse isn't monsters. It's humanity. Now for rankings. Each zone's buses have been comprehensively ranked based on average player strength, strongest player, average living standards, bus level, monsters killed, passengers delivered, and more. Rewards are tiered. First place, 2nd to 10th, 11th to 100th, 101st to 1000th, and the rest. My pulse quickens. With 3 S-rank talents, a level 3 bus, 2 zone first achievements, and Rui Yao's absurd combat stats. We should be high up. But first place? Driver Gu Pingxing. Your bus is ranked number 1 in Zone 6. Number 1. Rewards for all players on Bus 15200. 15 attribute points, each 10 extra backpack slots each. Every girl on the bus gets 15 free attribute points and more inventory space. That's a massive power-up for the entire team. Girls who were at normal human levels can now significantly boost their stats. Additional rewards for driver Gu Pingsheng. 5 energy cores, 3 random skill books, 100 compressed biscuits, 100 bottles of 500 milliliters water. 5 energy cores. That's enough for multiple upgrades and constructions. And 3 skill books. I rip open the skill books immediately. Book 1. Mystic Shield, Black Iron Upper Grade. Creates a shield around myself and everyone nearby that blocks all damage below Black Iron Upper Grade. Lasts 5 seconds. 60-second cooldown. This is a team-wide defense skill. Absolutely insane. Book 2, Willow Binding, Normal Upper Grade. Creates willow branches that wrap around enemies for crowd control. Costs stamina to maintain. Book 3, Farmer's Triple Punch, Normal Medium Grade. Next 3 punches deal bonus damage. I want to distribute these and do my own stat allocation, but the Heavenly Tao isn't done talking yet. Now that you've received your candy, here comes the stick. New rules. Rule 1. Engine shutdowns will no longer be at a fixed 7 a.m. They can happen anytime. Randomly. Without warning. You still have 2 minutes to evacuate. Kiki goes pale. What if it shuts down while we're surrounded by zombies? Royale stays composed. Then we fight our way through, survive the timer, and get back on. Rule 2. Daytime zombies are now a thing. Fewer than nighttime, but they will appear. Also, the pursuing monster behind each bus now moves at 20 kilometers per hour and never stops. Level 1 buses. Good luck. 20 kilometer per hour nonstop. Level 1 buses travel at 20 max and need to stop for shutdowns, food, and fuel. They literally cannot outrun the monster anymore. They're dead if they haven't upgraded. Rule 3. Every week's final night is Blood Moon. The moon turns red. Zombie spawns multiply several times. Their quality also increases several times. Enjoy. 7-day siege rules. A weekly boss night, where everything trying to kill us gets stronger and more numerous. Rule 4. Major station update. New station types include normal resource stations, passenger stations, and mandatory stations. Your bus will stall, and you must explore for a set duration. More types exist. Discover them yourself. Mandatory stations? Forced exploration? You can't just drive past? That changes everything. Rule 5. Map expansion. Service areas, villages, and towns will appear. Weather events including cold fronts and heat waves will occur. But resources on the map will also massively increase. Treasure chests may appear randomly on the road. Get stronger fast, players. More danger. More rewards. Classic risk-reward escalation. That's all for now. I hope you're still alive for the next update. By the Heavenly Tao signs off like a cheerful game show host who just announced everyone's execution date. Every face on the bus is white. Xiaoxua sighs. White day zombies now too. Suiware sighs harder. If we're struggling, imagine everyone else. Blood Moon sounds like a horror movie I never wanted to star in. Random shutdowns though. That's the scariest one. I step in before the doom spiral gets worse. Listen, more danger means more resources. More stations, more treasure chests, more chances to get stronger. This game wouldn't update to be harder without giving us tools to match. We explore every station. We grab every chest. We level up fast. Then I pull out the 3 skill books. Every girl's eyes lock onto them like hawks spotting mice. Time to distribute. Farmer's Triple Punch Zhang Kiki. Her gigantification combined with triple damage punches. A 3-meter giant throwing powered-up haymakers. Terrifying. Thanks, class president, she beams. Mystic Shield Lin Xiaonan. She's our strategist. She sees the battlefield better than anyone. She'll know the exact moment to deploy a team-wide shield. Thank you, class president. Her smile is warm, but her eyes are calculating. She's already running combat scenarios. Willow Binding Luo Xiaoxua. It's a control skill that scales with stamina, not constitution. Perfect for our tiny healer who has 3 constitution, but actually decent stamina potential. Plus, her healing talent also uses stamina. Investing in one stat covers both abilities. Xiaoxua's big eyes sparkle with pure joy when I hand her the book. I won't let you down, class president. She's a healer who can now trap enemies and heal teammates. Support class evolved. Day 3 is over. Newbie protection is gone. The world just got colder, deadlier, and more unpredictable. But Bus 15200, Peace, just ranked first in the entire zone. Every girl on board got stronger. We have shields, bindings, giant punches, enhanced strikes, air slashes, a chainsaw, and a healer who eats nothing but chips. The Heavenly Tao thinks this update will break us? Bring it. We've got 41 women, 1 increasingly exhausted man, and absolutely no intention of dying. Now somebody please help me earn 11 more bus coins so I can build a bedroom. The class officers now all have skills except Chintong. She's next in line whenever we find something suitable. But first, survival logistics. Xiaonan raises a critical point about the random shutdown rule. We can't all sleep at once anymore. If the engine dies at 3 a.m. and everyone's unconscious, people will get left behind. And left behind means bones. She's right. 2 minutes isn't much when 41 people are dead asleep in various positions. Some drooling, some snoring, some probably sleep-talking about kissing their class president. We organize a night watch system. 8 groups of 5, 1 group of 6. Each group has 1 person awake at all times. If the engine kills, the watcher wakes their group. Like a chain reaction of survival panic. My group. Me, Royao, Xiaofeng, Xiaoying, Xunan, and Kiki. The 6 drivers. Makes sense. We're already rotating shifts anyway. Xiaoshue's group. Her, Suyuer, Tong'er, Yang Jiasen, and Wang Jiechi. Average height of the group, approximately 1.5 meters. The Hobbit Squad. Now for the juicy part. Attribute point distribution. Everyone got 15 points from the ranking reward. Royao dumps all 15 into Constitution. With her 10 times multiplier, that's 150. Her Constitution jumps from 90 to 240. She could probably fistfight a tank. Black iron monsters are absolutely finished. Even bronze-grade creatures should be scared. I split mine more carefully. 9 to Constitution, doubled to 18, total now 72, 3 to Agility, now 21, 3 to Stamina, now 19. Balanced growth because I'm a driver and a fighter and a manager and apparently a relationship counselor. Most girls go all in on Constitution. Reasonable. When a zombie grabs you, big muscles beat big brains. Xiaoxua, however, dumps everything into Stamina. Because her healing and her new willow binding both burn stamina. She's min-maxing her support build like a veteran MMO player. This chip gremlin understands game theory better than anyone on the bus. The night is rough. Charger zombies keep appearing. Big mutant brutes that cost 3 durability per hit. Without the boost ability, 24-hour cooldown, Xiaofeng has to just ram them head-on at normal speed. She's terrified, but I talk her through each one. Just hit it, Xiaofeng. The bus can take it. She floors it every time. Brave girl. By morning, we've run over multiple chargers, and each one dropped bus coins that we couldn't pick up because the ground was swarming with regular zombies. Dozens of coins, just sitting there in the dark, uncollectible. Royale sleeps on my lap again. This time I behave. Mostly because we're both too exhausted for anything else. She curls into me and passes out within seconds. I hold her and drift off too. 6 a.m. Day 4 sign-in. Reward 1. 1 random black iron grade skill. Reward 2. 300 bottles of 500 milliliters water. Reward 350 bus coins. Reward 4. Bus module, magnetic coin collector. Gold grade. 20% chance to automatically absorb bus coins within 50 meters while driving. 4 options today, and they're all incredible. The skill and the coin collector stand out immediately. A black iron skill would be a massive combat upgrade. But that coin collector. I checked the module shop. The magnetic coin collector costs 1,000 bus coins to purchase normally. 1,000. I have 9. This module is literally worth 111 times my entire savings. And it's being offered as a free sign-in reward. Here's the math. Every night, chargers and stronger zombies drop coins that we can't safely collect. With the collector, the bus just vacuums them up automatically as we drive past. Last night alone, we probably lost 30 to 40 coins on the ground. With a 20% collection rate over 50 meters, that's potentially 10 coins per night. During Blood Moon, way more. It's not just a module. It's a money printer. I pick reward 4 without hesitation. A giant U-shaped magnet materializes on the back of the bus with a collection box inside. I tap the box and discover modules can be upgraded with coins. Upgrade cost, 5,000 bus coins. Upgrades collection rate from 20% to 50% and raises quality to platinum. 5,000 coins to upgrade. That's a long-term goal. But now every night of driving is also a night of passive income. The sign-in system just went from daily gift box to investment portfolio. Girls start waking up, yawning, stretching. The morning is calm. Only a few scattered zombies visible on the road. Day zombies exist now, but they're sparse. Then the system pings. Next stop, Yuantai Factory. An iron factory? Xunan scans it and confirms. Medium-low difficulty. 15 iron puppets guarding the place. Strongest one at black iron extreme grade. Massive amounts of iron products inside. Raw iron, or that needs smelting, and high-density iron ingots ready to use. With our furnace blueprint, once built, we could smelt raw iron into whatever we need. And regular iron ingots are always useful for repairs. This is a gold mine, I announce. Iron is our most critical repair resource. Anyone willing to fight, stand up. The sound of 40 seats creaking fills the bus. 28 girls stand up. 28. Out of 40. On day 1, I had to beg people to leave the bus. Now almost 70% of the class is volunteering for combat duty. Some don't even have weapons. They're going in with bare fists and courage. I'm genuinely proud. These aren't the same scared college girls who screamed about pants being half down during teleportation. They're survivors. 10 minutes later, we pull up to the factory. It's a large industrial building sitting on the station platform. 2 iron puppets stand guard at the entrance, both normal upper grade. The black iron extreme grade boss puppet is inside somewhere. Quick threat assessment. I'm at 72 constitution with air slash and a chainsaw. Kiki has gigantification plus farmer's triple punch. And Ruoyao? Ruoyao has 240 constitution, enhanced strike, and a high-grade machete. The station difficulty is rated medium-low. You know why it's rated medium-low? Because Li Ruoyao exists. And nothing in that factory is going to survive her. Good news. No zombies near the station. Some kind of safe zone mechanic, maybe. Either way, the girls on the bus are safe behind level 3 doors that regular zombies couldn't scratch if they had a century to try. 28 fighters plus Tongers iron puppet march toward the factory. 2 iron puppets guard the entrance, both normal upper grade. Ruoyao walks up to the first one like she's answering the door for a delivery she didn't order. One swing of her machete. The puppet splits in half. Clean. Vertical. The second puppet swings at her. She casually bisects it at the waist. Like cutting tofu. She didn't even break stride. The study monitor is so cool. Xiaoxua squeaks from behind the group, stars in her eyes. Then Ruoyao kicks the factory's iron door open. The entire steel door flies off its hinges with a sound like a car crash. I stare at the door-shaped hole. If that kick hit me, I wouldn't get bruised. I would get rearranged. Inside, a horde of iron puppets charges. And in the middle of the pack, a 3-meter-tall boss puppet carrying a massive broadsword. Every step it takes shakes the floor. Everyone be careful. The big one is black iron extreme grade. Constitution. 195 points. Chunan shouts. Ruoyao hears 195 and literally laughs. Oh, 195? With that dramatic entrance I thought it'd be at least 1,000. She has 240. This boss puppet is already dead. It just doesn't know it yet. Everyone attack. Support the study monitor. I charge in with the chainsaw blazing, brrrr, and start carving through smaller puppets. Metal shavings fly everywhere. Sparks shower the ground. It's like being an angry butcher in a robot junkyard. Kiki goes giant mode, 3 meters tall with 60 constitution after her stat boost. She's grabbing puppets with both hands and slamming them into the concrete floor like a toddler smashing toy figurines. Wham! 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 Chunan hangs back, eyes scanning the battlefield, shield skill ready for the exact right moment. Xiaoxua stays in the rear, healing anyone who takes a hit. A girl goes down. Xiaoxua pulls her back and patches her up in seconds. Frontline medic energy. And Li Zhen, the reformed bully, is going absolutely feral. She's hacking at puppets with her long sword. No technique, just pure aggression and what I can only describe as anger management through violence. She takes down 2 puppets on her own. Both normal low grade, but still. The girl put all her stat points into constitution, and it shows. Xiaofang catches a few puppet slaps to the face, blood on her lip, but keeps fighting until Xiaoxua drags her back for healing. Tough girl. Stupid brave, but tough. Less than 10 minutes. All 15 puppets down. The boss fight? Not even a fight. Ruoyao and the giant puppet exchange a few blows. Her machete keeps chipping from the impacts. The weapon quality is too low for her insane power output. She's breaking her own sword with her own strength. That's embarrassing for the sword, not for her. She decides to stop playing. HY, enhanced strike activated. She leaps into the air, brings the machete down on the puppet's skull, boom. The head explodes. The 3-meter body topples like a felled tree. 5 bus coins scatter from the wreckage, plus a skill book and the boss's broadsword. Loot. The skill book. Iron Armor Summon. Black Iron Extreme Grade. Summons a Black Iron Extreme puppet to fight for 10 minutes. 30-minute cooldown. Perfect for Tong. She's a puppet master who just got a spell that summons a stronger puppet. And because of her talent, her regular puppet can use her skills, meaning the little puppet can summon the big puppet. Remote-controlled escalation. The Broadsword. Refined Broadsword. Black Iron Medium Grade. Made from black iron steel. Heavy and slow, but devastating damage. Pingsheng, my machete is falling apart. Can I use this? Royale holds up the massive broadsword that's almost as tall as she is. Obviously, Black Iron Weapon 240 Constitution Enhanced Strike equals math, so terrifying I don't even want to calculate it. The girls are buzzing with excitement. The study monitor one-shot the boss. Is this what S-rank talent looks like? Zhao Yuding tosses me a wink. The class president was pretty amazing too, took down several big puppets all by himself. Class president and study monitor are our saviors. Imagine being the class president's girlfriend. Girl, he's taken. The study monitor claimed that territory. The chatter makes me smile. These girls went from crying about zombies to gossiping about my love life mid-battlefield. Character growth. Inside the factory, it's a treasure cave. Massive iron chunks everywhere. Raw, unrefined iron ore. Plus finished iron products. Swords, axes, pots, shovels, pickaxes. An entire hardware store's worth of metal. So many iron swords. We can arm everyone. Xiaoxua lifts a sword that's taller than she is. Suiware appears on cue. Xiaoxua, that sword is bigger than you. Please grow. Drop dead. I grab a full inventory load. 100 iron swords, plus pickaxes, shovels, iron pots, and tools. The swords are only normal low grade, but quantity matters. Every bus in Zone 6 needs iron weapons. These are going to sell like hotcakes on the trading market. Here's how the loot breaks down. Raw iron chunks disassembled into 3,000 raw iron stones. 10 stones smelt into 1 ingot at the furnace once we build it. That's 300 potential ingots. Broken iron products, puppet remains, and unwanted tools disassembled into 500 iron ingots. 50 of which are black iron grade. Weapons everyone's carrying. Swords, axes, tools. If we counted everything as potential ingots, nearly 2,000 total. The stations really did get way more generous after the update. Kiki marvels. Meanwhile, Tonger learns Iron Armor Summon and now has a third puppet option. Her talent puppet, plus a Black Iron Extreme Grade summon that her talent puppet can activate remotely. She's basically a one-girl puppet army now. We need 30 extra inventory slots just for the raw iron stones. Thank God everyone got 10 bonus slots from the ranking reward. Girls across the bus volunteer their empty spaces. The bus rumbles back to life, and we pull away from the factory. Almost immediately, zombies start spawning again on the road. So my theory holds. Stations are zombie-free zones. At least for now. Good to know. As for our total iron haul, enough to repair the bus for weeks. Enough to trade for almost anything. Enough to build the furnace. Enough to arm every girl on the bus twice over. Yesterday, I was worried about running out of iron ingots. Today, I'm an iron tycoon. Day 4 is looking pretty good so far.